What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 28 of the Fielder's Choice podcast. I am Dan Field. All the way to the left, we got Matt Giblin, and in the middle, Miss Angie Santamaro. What is up, guys? Episode
What's up, guys?
28, Buster
28.
Posey in the hizzy.
What is up, Buster Posey?
Sorry for the delay, guys.
Sorry for the delay, guys. Little technical difficulties.
I'm not
But-
sorry. They can be sorry. I'm not sorry. Shit happens.
As you start to look up some of these guys who've worn the different numbers, come to find out there's not too many of these higher up numbers, guys that kind of stand out. As I was going through the list, there's Bert Blyleven had a great career. Actually, as you looked up his stats, like ranked like fourth or fifth all time in WAR, which I mean, for his era and compared to hard stat now that a lot of people go by. Like he's right up with some of the best. But Buster Posey, man, like I loved watching him play. 12 years with the Giants, NL Rookie of the Year in 2010, a 7-time All-Star, won 3 World Championships, 2010, 2012, 2014. NL MVP in 2012, won a Gold Glove in 2016, 5-time Silver Slugger, won the batting champ in 2012, the Hank Aaron Award the same year, comeback player of the year twice in 2012 and also 2021, won a gold medal for Team USA in the 2017 WBC. They beat Puerto Rico. He hit 2 home runs. One was a key one in one of the games. Also played in the Cape League in 2006 and 2007 for Dennis Yarmouth. And the first year they won championships in both years. In the first year he was the starting shortstop. In the second year he started catching for them. So he didn't start catching until really his last year of college ball, right? 302 career hitter, ranked 6th all-time among catchers, 158 home runs, 729 RBIs. He's going to be eligible for the Hall of Fame in 2027. Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer, guys?
Absolutely.
That's what they're saying.
Absolutely.
I mean,
right?
Key contributor for 3 of those Giant 3 World Series. In a short span of time. They had a great ball club there with Mass and Bumgarner and had some great series. But also, it was hard for me not, when I think of 28, it's hard for me not to remember one of my former teammates with the South Shore Giants, Mr. Mike Nicastro. Played with them on the 28 South Shore Giants. 9 years. He played with the Weymouth Grays. Also with the Giants, was basically the leader of that team. I was so happy. Like he introduced, when I joined that team, he brought me on like as if I was anyone else. And man, he was the heartbeat of that team for so many years. 338 career hitter, 5 bombs, 68 RBIs, 161 hits in just about as many games. Mike Nicastro, I love you, buddy, and I miss you. One of the best.
He's a good dude. And for the long time, I thought his name was Nick Castro because everybody just kept saying Nick Castro, Nick Castro.
Nick Castro.
I was like, who is Nick Castro? And Mike. Yeah.
Mikey Nicastro, one of the best, man.
Yeah. Well, it's like Christine too. Like that's just all I hear is Christine. Even though I know people are saying Christine, it's just like when it's together and you speak fast like I do, I have to enunciate better.
Yeah, that's why I love Brett loves playing the
Slow it
Christine
down
song whenever he comes to bat. He thinks it's the funniest thing in the world.
Hilarious.
And then, Andrew, we had the WPBL draft finally.
We did. We had the inaugural WPBL draft. It was, I don't know, I watched the whole thing. It was awesome from start to finish. There were 4 6 rounds total, 120 drafted. Boston, we got a solid team, but I will tell you that LA and San Francisco are stacked. So LA got Ashlyn Landell. She was the 7th all draft pick. She's a stud. She's from, the USA World team. She played with the Bananas for a little bit. She was one of their kind of silver, the silver sluggers that they have come out, or whatever they're called, I forget. Before Kelsey Whitmore kind of joined on for the Bananas. They got Soto, who is coming up from us, Korea, and Monet Davis, who we all remember from the Little League World Series. She was number 10 overall in the draft pick. They are all going to be in LA. But the number 1 overall draft pick was Kelsey Whitmore. She's going to San Francisco. And a couple of fun facts about the San Francisco team is that so Kelsey Whitmore, as we know, is a right-handed pitcher. Katie Reynolds from Watertown, Massachusetts, is also a right-handed pitcher and will be playing for San Francisco. We got a couple of other Massachusetts girls for the New York team. Jacqueline Reynolds is a right-handed pitcher out of Woburn, and Catherine Murphy from Belmont is a left fielder. So congratulations to those ladies.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see them play. However, what we found out is that they are only going to be playing their inaugural season in Springfield, Illinois at the Robin Roberts Stadium, meaning that meaning that road trip, right? Meaning that we all have to go on a road trip and get our press badges and see what we can do. But yes, all the games will be played in Illinois for the first season. We'll see what happens after that.
Yeah, they definitely had us all fooled thinking that each team was going to have their own field in the 4 different cities: San Fran, LA, New York, Boston.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's still the plan, though.
I think eventually it is. Right now, that they're citing financial stuff. It's 4 teams, so how they're going to fly them cross country multiple times in a month. Never mind a month, maybe even a week.
I guess
Bananas.
When you think about the travel,
I think.
And have they finalized team names?
No, we don't have team names yet. As soon as we do, you guys will be the first to know. I'm super excited to find out, though. Their colors are Boston is green, obviously. LA, you got it. So LA is blue, New York is that nice teal color, and San Francisco is that purple. I actually think all the colors perfectly align with each one of those cities. So I think they did a great job with the colors. I can't wait to rock my Boston gear. I got some ordered for Christmas already, I think. Wink, wink, nice. Zachary.
Yeah, and the draft was held live on YouTube. And this was Kelsey being announced as the number 1 pick. Oh, he helped to unmute it, huh? She's a beast.
Oh, she's nasty.
No doubts.
Yeah, I think Brett Rudy played with her in Cooperstown.
And she was number 10, too.
I know. It's like the best number.
Yeah.
One of the best.
So, congrats.
She's amazing. She was just got done playing in the Mexican League, and to be able to come home and play, it's just got to be a dream come true. And she actually, at her party, was Maybelle Blair, like the famous Maybelle Blair. So that was awesome to see her, kind of congratulate her in that moment and pass the torch. And for anybody my age who is into baseball and grew up watching A League of Their Own over and over and over and over again, like I did, to see Maybelle Blair get to see this happen when so Maybelle Blair actually wasn't an original player. She joined, I think, the second year, and the last remaining kind of original Bell passed last year. So there's not many of them left. So to get them in a place where they can see women in baseball coming back, that this wasn't, just like a thing that we did, and it wasn't just a hobby, that it was a sport that we loved just as much as anybody else. And to watch her get to pass the torch to those ladies, I might have teared up a little bit. So
yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Japanese women, I feel like, that got drafted. Ange?
Sorry, my Wi-Fi just switched over. My bad, technical. But yeah, a lot of Japanese girls, a lot of South Korean girls. There were a couple of Dominicans on the roster. So I think it looks like what baseball looks like. It looks like what quote unquote American baseball looks like. And we get to see a lot of that. There's a couple South American ladies on there. There's two from the Philippines. It's really an international kind of bid. There's a bunch of Australian girls who played for their national teams. It's going to be like a good watch. So I'm super excited. I already put in my name for season tickets. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm definitely going to get to as many games as I can.
Yeah, Springfield, Illinois. Yeah, we don't know who plays there, right now?
No, it looks like it's got to be like a semi-pro league, though. The stadium is really nice looking. It is bleachers, and it's not, so it doesn't look like it's assigned seating. It looks like it's just going to be general admission, but it looks like an old school field, which is actually also kind of fun too. So I'm here for it.
So you think they'll do like the whole COVID bubble thing where they bring them in, or you think they'll like just bring in like two teams for like a weekend series, or?
You know, it's interesting to be. I've been thinking about how they're going to do it. I wonder if they're just going to kind of like all like kind of like they did in the movie, right? Have rooming houses and the girls
Right.
all live in their houses and they just play games. I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting to see how it rolls out.
Yeah, because playing the same team over and over again it's not fun.
No, but there's only 4 teams, you know? I mean, it's their
Right.
inaugural season.
Did they say how long they were thinking about making it? Like how many games?
I haven't seen that yet. I can definitely dig more, but I haven't seen that yet. I think they're still kind of figuring all the minutia out as they're figuring out what they're going to do and how they're going to do. I think a lot of excitement was around this inaugural draft, which I'm obviously, right? That's so exciting. And then now they have until April to figure out their schedules and figure out kind of, I haven't seen uniforms yet either. So I'm pumped to see uniforms as well.
Yeah.
We've only seen team colors.
Awesome. And you're frozen? Nope, there you go.
I keep freezing up. I don't know. I'm gonna check out my Wi-Fi one more time, but I'll do that when we're talking to somebody else.
So this is probably a good time to let the people know that we are probably going live for the last time tonight. I think we're going to start pre-recording a lot of these upcoming podcasts for these very reasons, these technical difficulties.
Yep.
You know, we obviously want to bring you guys the best quality video, audio, and doing this live kind of gets in the way of that. And we also found that, you know, it'd be more flexible for our guests that we have on. Instead of limiting to them just on Monday nights, this gives them more flexibility in their schedules when they do come on the show. So most likely going forward, we're going to be pre-recording a lot of these episodes. So just a heads up. But today's special guest, many of you locally know him. He's been around Boston baseball forever. Has 1 million championships with the Boston Wolfpack, the Metro Red Sox, and the Boston Metro Baseball League. He had a stint in the Intercity League. He's part of 5 different Hall of Fames.
Unreal.
The Intercity League, the Boston Metro Baseball League, Reading High School. The list goes on and on and on. He just got back from the MSBL World Series where he won not 1, but 2 championships in the 55 plus and the 60 plus. And he is here to talk all about that. Let's bring him in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Mr. Russ Ward.
Hey, Russ.
How's it going, Andy?
Good.
Hi, Gibby. Dan,
What's up,
thanks for
Ross?
having me.
Good to see you, bud. Congratulations, man.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it.
So what do
When
you
say
do?
he, I think it's we. The team won. It wasn't he. So
Of course.
What
Yeah.
what does one do when they run out of fingers and toes?
They start gifting them to other people. I guess. You know, give them to the kids. Give them to no one wants them but me anyway.
Yeah,
You know.
it's impressive.
And
That's crazy.
and Russ, right? It doesn't get old, right? It can't possibly.
Give it never does get old, and that's why I probably keep going. And I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but that's one reason. When you win a lot, it helps, and that. And I've been my part of losing, my share of losing plenty of times, probably more than winning. So you
I don't
learn from
know.
losing too.
I don't know about that.
And Danny and I were talking about this not too long ago with one of our former teammates. About a year we lost, and I swear I think about that year at least once a week. I am not kidding you.
Wow.
Do you really? Maybe not that often. All
I
right,
think
but
about it for a year, the whole year, until we go back and try to do it again. It's
sure. And that
yeah,
opportunity at least is presenting itself enough times where you guys can kind of rewrite the story, right? So that must help, right?
absolutely. We've had our shares of losing to guys and winning, and it's always nice to win the last time up, and be the winner all the time. It's nice. I can't say it isn't. It is. It's it's something I cherish. It's something that I'm blessed to be a part of these teams. It's not one individual, it's 25 guys operating together, as a team. And it takes a lot. It takes people's vacations. It takes a lot of different things to get out there and do this. And it's amazing what we've done for 25 years with the Wolfpack.
Mm-hmm.
It is crazy. And
Amazing.
just going to the website, bostonwolfpack.com, you're just hit with like every single one of the championships that have been won.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
Steve,
just like,
Steve Wolf has done a great job putting that together and keeping up on that, because it's daunting keeping up with it. It's, as you see with the stuff I gave you, I kept crossing out stuff because it's like I'm adjusting every year, and it's crazy.
yeah, we we saw your bio, which was handwritten, and it's no
Yeah,
surprise coming from a
I
guy
had to
who
do it for
we just
Hall of
learned has an
Fame.
iPhone 6 that you write out all of these things. I should have uploaded it to the feed, but
but it still gets the job done.
it
It's
does.
Old
fine.
school.
It does.
Yeah,
Old
it
school.
does. I
I'm
just
a
have
pen
it
to
written
paper girl
down from,
myself.
Hall of Fame
I am
speeches
too.
I would write out, and it's good to write it out and look at it and see what you're going
Mm-hmm.
to say. And, I
Yep.
don't like,
Yep.
it's tough to speak in front of a lot of people, and you have to really know what you're going to do and what you're going to say. So,
Right, and that
You
was
Mm-hmm.
got
for your
did you guys
sorry.
pick up the key word there? Speeches.
yeah, there
Yeah,
were a
Well,
few. So, yeah, yeah. It was great, though.
yeah.
You know,
We'll get into
I'm
the
very fortunate. I am.
yeah, we'll get into the Hall of Fames in a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. But going way back, if you can remember this far back, you played at Reading High School for a legendary coach, Frank Carey. Oh, go
It
ahead.
was North Reading High
I'm
School.
sorry, North Reading.
Respectfully.
North
That's
Reading
okay.
High School.
North Reading.
Well, two different
For this
towns, so we
man.
can't. That's it, Frank
Is he still
Carey. That's
coaching?
it.
Is he still
He
there?
is not still
No.
coaching, but he holds the Mass State record for wins as a high school coach, and
Yeah.
I was lucky to have him. I was very lucky to be part of that North Reading High baseball.
What are times you remember from that period? And he was inducted into the North Reading Hall of Fame, right? 2012, I think.
Yeah, he used to have 6-hour workouts after school.
Wow.
We'd be underneath the school. We dug out a place called the Dungeon where we'd hit. We were the only ones that had a batting cage underneath the school that we dug out by ourselves.
6 hours. You couldn't get away with that anymore.
That's incredible.
No, we had guys throwing. I threw 3 games a week.
Wow.
I mean, yeah,
Wow.
who does that anymore? He would have been taken away. So
Yeah.
Yeah, times were
yeah,
very
they definitely changed.
very different back then. But you guys were pretty dominant, right? Did you win a
North Reading
title
High
there?
School.
Yeah.
We won 3 CAL titles. I didn't win a state title. My brother did, and the team after us won a state title. We had a lot of great players coming out of North Reading.
How often did your brother rub that in your face?
Well, I would bring him over here and rub this in his face, but I'm not like that.
Well said.
Oh, sibling rivalry.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't do that kind of thing. So I looked up to my brother. I followed him everywhere. So he
Oh,
was
that's
he
awesome.
was my idol. That's why I had number 7, my brother.
Oh,
He
I
doesn't
love
still play,
that.
does he?
That's so sweet.
Yeah, well, that's why I've carried it my entire career. So
Gives
Did
me
he
hope
put?
for my 2 children who just fight constantly.
well, they fight. They love each other. They fight. That's the way it is.
Boys.
Did you
And
guys ever
you know,
play together?
I had three brothers, and let me tell you, growing up was tough. It was
Yeah.
very difficult, and you learn by doing, you learn by getting beat up, you learn by losing teeth, you learn by all sorts of things. And that's why I got better because of them, you know, and,
Mm-hmm.
and my father, doing this, hey,
You stink.
from the stands. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't easy. Let's say that. So
Mm-hmm.
Well, you think it
I
was
won.
difficult. What about your mom?
Go to games. She never seen me play.
No, I mean just
Unfortunately.
having 3 boys running
Oh,
around
that
the house. Angie
4
knows
boys.
about that.
God bless her. Yeah, it's not easy.
Mhm.
Not easy.
That's why
But we
I
learn.
just Russ, I just bought myself a she shed, so it's all good. I have solved all the problems. I have a she shed. They're not
Oh,
allowed
beautiful.
inside of it. Do you want to know
Oh,
what it's going to be called? The Coochie Cabin.
God. They'll never go in there. What do you think?
Exactly. That is the
They'll never
point.
go in there.
I
Yeah.
got
Well,
I got a heater and a couch. I am all set for the winter. I'm gonna tuck in. I'll be good.
good
Wrap
for
it up,
you.
Mom.
Have your own heat shed. That's great.
Exactly. Yep.
Good for you.
That's how moms do it nowadays.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't know.
Oh.
Do they
But
know what
I've
that
heard.
word means
I've
at this
heard.
point? They're
She
probably
said.
old enough, right?
Yeah. What, the
Oh, I'm
coochie
sure.
cabin? I don't know if
Yeah.
they know that, but maybe. I feel like that's an old word. We don't use that anymore, really. But
Well, 6, 7. They're using words we've
oh,
never even heard of.
yep.
I'm sure
That's
they get.
children.
Yeah.
We try though. We try to stay hip, right? I mean, at least a little bit.
And
Good luck with that.
Yeah,
you
right.
It's not
recently
working.
had another grandchild, right? To add to your ever-growing.
Beautiful, beautiful Miller. Yes,
Yay,
thank you. Thank you.
Miller! What a
Congrats.
wonderful
Yes,
name.
yes. My daughter Jessica and daughter-in-law Charlotte.
Just trying to find the
Oh,
picture.
he's
What
6
number
months
is
old.
that, Russ?
That's
Amazing.
one on my side, and my wife Linda's daughter has 2. So we have Emma and Nora over there, and Miller over here, and
That's great.
it's
Oh,
gonna be
bring all the
wild.
babies into the world. That's wonderful.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
fun. I
Yeah,
can
it will
see that
be.
right now. Yeah,
Th-
you
They
know, I
say
can.
they say the best part of that is you get to spoil them, get to do everything you want with them, and then say goodbye.
And say goodnight. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Hand them off.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
just like
Yeah.
being an uncle.
They were
Yep.
just over
Yeah,
this weekend, and
exactly.
the 12 o'clock feeding, the 4 o'clock feeding.
Oh,
I don't miss
but
the non-sleeping nights, but
no,
Yeah, serious.
no. That's a
No.
nice trade-off.
This
oh
was.
yeah,
Oh, look at that
That is
baby.
awesome.
Oh,
yeah,
precious.
Miller, he's great. He's the
Oh, he's
Miller.
best.
adorable.
Yeah.
That's a great name. I love some of these old names that are coming back.
Was that in honor of our Texas boys?
No,
Show.
but they probably think that way. Yeah. Miller
uh,
Daniel Duncan. That's his
Or
name.
nice.
Oh, that is precious.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Dan,
congratulations on that.
thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I mean, people
Looking
are definitely
forward
going
to
to call
having
him
fun.
Miller Lite, right?
I'm sure he's going to get
Mhm.
his share of that,
Yeah.
but he'll handle it. I'm sure.
That's right.
Good
He can
stuff.
channel it in sports. He can channel it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. And I mean, with a name like that, Miller Duncan, like he's already on the
Yeah,
roster.
he'll be.
Like,
Yeah,
like he's
he'll be fine.
already in. Yeah.
Yeah.
MDD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
Double duck. Double duck.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so we talked about North Reading, and then
Yep.
now
Oops, I
let's
keep
talk
going
about the
wrong.
Wolf Pack for a minute.
Okay.
I just kind of learned about this when I saw you do an interview with, Dan's show that shall not be named because it was before us and We Only Matter Now. But how did the Wolfpack get started? And number two, my follow-up question to that is, do you think you guys are so good because Boston is such a baseball rich town that we just all love it in a different way than other places in this country?
Well, Steve Wolf started the Wolfpack in like 1999. It was just about 2000, and he started to go to tournaments. And at that time, it was all Boston players. Everyone on the team was Boston players, and that was quite a while. It was that way, and I think it's tough because you can't get everybody you want because not everybody can get vacation, can pay for a
Mm-hmm.
hotel, can go for a weekend or 2 weeks or whatever it takes to play in these tournaments. So over the years, I kind of befriended a lot of people. I would play against people and we get to know each other, the other shortstop, and I'd be a shortstop. Next thing you know, hey, how come, why don't you just come play for us? You know,
Uh-huh.
and then another guy, and then another guy. We got 2 guys from Florida. We got 4 guys from Puerto Rico. We got a couple of guys from Texas. Next thing you know, me and Wolf are the only Boston guys on the team now.
Oh,
Besides
wow.
Mark Moise is another Boston guy. There aren't many left as far as Boston guys because a lot of them have retired. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we're getting older, and you got to keep finding people that can stay in shape and play and get the time to play. And
Yeah.
it's not an easy thing. And Boston's always been a great baseball city. I've played all over the country, all over the world, and I'm telling you, Boston baseball is right up there with the best in the country.
Mm. Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Oh, agreed. Agreed.
Russ, do you
You know,
think that like can you see a difference like compared to like the other teams that you played? Like do you think like the other teams kind of have their own kind of way too about them, you know?
are you talking locally or tournament
No, in
teams?
these tournaments.
Well,
Like it
the tournament teams, all these tournament teams are basically all-star teams from all around the country. Just like us, they pull guys from all over the country, and they're based out of a certain area. There'll be 4 or 5 guys that are based out of LA or Arizona or wherever they may be, and they grab a few more people or people they play college with. You know, it's tough to get teams, like I said, to get all these people together.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and if we could get Boston teams to go to tournaments and all the people you really wanted to go, we would dominate.
Yeah.
I was
Seems that
talking
way.
I was talking to Cal about this. Do you think what kind of distinguishes some of these teams is the fact that maybe they might have a couple of former guys that had a cup of tea in the majors, or played D1 ball for a while, and they may have 2 or 3 of those guys compared to some of these other teams. You think those are the biggest things that are really the difference makers?
The
Um,
ringers.
Yeah,
everybody,
exactly. Yeah.
everybody in the national level has guys on the team that have been in the pros, been in double, triple, whatever it may be,
Mm-hmm.
independent ball. There's all sorts of 4 or 5 on every team in the national division. And then you go to lower divisions, there's less and less. But it definitely helps. It makes a difference because a lot of these guys are poised and know how to play the game and help other guys that don't or feel differently about things. And everybody has opinions, but it's good. You know, you got to gel. We've had a lot of ex-pros that got in our dugout and they just shouldn't be there. You
Right.
know,
Oh, interesting.
there's cancers in the dugout, as you hear,
Oh.
and there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of that goes on. And with the Wolf Pack, we've over the 25 years, we've brought in guys that were guys that could gel, guys that could do their role without any
Mm-hmm.
problem, without any, what about I should
Mm-hmm.
be this, I should be
Mm-hmm.
batting
Mm-hmm.
third, I should be a short, it's none of that. It's like, what's my role? Well, you're going to do
Mm-hmm.
this. You're going to
Mm-hmm.
do that. We have guys just playing offense. We got guys playing defense. It's amazing
Mm-hmm.
to put together a team like that. And there's so many teams out there that are so good that we're playing against, and they're all the same. They have, all different kinds of ex-pros and whatever they have. They always bring in guys in the semifinal and final that you've never seen or haven't
Of course.
seen. And you love beating those guys, though. Those are the guys that you
Totally.
want to beat, and we've been very fortunate to have our own, 7, 8, 9 pitches every tournament that show up consistently. And it's commitment. It's total commitment.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Wolfpack, so we talked about this on the last podcast. I had the pleasure of having you on, but you were the first player to be named to the Boston Wolfpack Hall of Fame. I don't know if you guys have named anyone else since then, but I know that was a surprise to you. They had to like hide the award behind your back, and
Yeah,
they presented it to you after the game. I know that was a pretty touching moment. Can you talk about that? And have there been any other players that have been entered since then?
I'm the only one that's been entered
Only
since
one.
then.
That's
I'm
awesome.
the
Wow.
only one.
That
So
is-
no,
Wow.
it's one of the best honors I've ever had. And to be part of a team for 25 years. And
Yeah.
it's just me and Steve Wolf have been together for 25 years. No one else. I think the closest is 17 years with Herman
Wow.
Rivera. So when he was presenting the award to me in front of the team and he started to break down, I was in trouble right there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like,
You knew it was over.
oh my God, he's talking about me. And when I started to realize, and I went, and then when he gave me the award, I mean, I broke down and I couldn't even talk. And Mike Smith grabbed me and kind of held me, and well, I'm glad
Oh,
he
man.
did because he hid me from me just bawling my eyes out in front of everybody. That was the biggest award of my life. I mean, that means so much to me to be part of this team and to be so successful and to be a Hall of Famer. And he retired my shirt also. I don't know
Oh,
if this
wow.
means that he
That's
wants me to leave the team or I don't know.
I know. It seems like you're not taking the hint, Russ.
Well,
keep getting the invite back though.
I keep getting the email. So when
That's
I
right.
don't get the email, I'll know it's over. That's all I know. So, but it's been a wonderful ride, and
It's
I want
amazing.
to do it till the end, whenever that may be. I've had too many operations in the last 10 years. I've been playing hurt for a long time, and it gets old, to
Yeah.
rehab and play and rehab and play. And guys are taking your position, as soon as you turn your back, there's another guy right there, especially on the Wolfpack. Those teams, they're too deep. I'm a backup infielder, I'm there
Mhm.
because these guys from Puerto Rico, wherever, these guys are the national heroes, wherever they come from, and it's tough
Right.
to keep up with that at my age. So I'm doing the best I can. And, I don't know, I might have a year left. Who knows? I don't know.
So before we get into your other Hall of Fames, because you've been in 5 total Hall of Fames, I wanted to talk about
No
this
big-
video.
Wow.
This video
No
you
big.
took. I know you had several teammates
No
that you
big
talked
deal.
about in the last episode that were going through some hard times, and I know Rodney Tafoya was one of them, and he surprised you guys at the game. And I think you videotaped this, but this is Rodney greeting all of you guys.
Rodney had suffered a massive stroke.
Yep.
Came to visit us at our game for one last time.
Oh,
It was a touching moment for sure. We were
His
all wearing
mouse.
shirts. His mouse. We're all wearing white shirts with 459 wins on them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So did you know he was coming, or?
Yes, we knew he was
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
He had made it clear it was going to be his last MSBL
Wow.
game,
Oh,
and I'm just glad we won it for him, because for him to go out that way, this is a guy that was just dominant pitcher, lefty pitcher. You guys got 35 rings. He's done just about everything, so to see him that way is difficult to see him that way, but he is the biggest fighter you'll ever see in your life. If anybody gets back, it'd be him, and it's incredible what he's done just to get where he is. So.
I assume this is your daughter. My dad is the man. Can't wait for Miller to learn from the best.
That's my daughter. Yeah, Jess. She's the best. She's the best.
Well,
I can't wait. I can't wait to teach him. I don't know about I'm the best, but it's going to be fun teaching him, you know? But sometimes it's not good for the parents or the grandparents to teach the kids, right?
Well, maybe not coach them. Maybe not coach them, but I feel like teaching them is fine. Maybe just not being the coach on the sidelines in the dugout, you know?
Yeah, I will not be the coach for sure. No, no, I'll be out in center field watching. That's it.
But what an amazing gift though, because baseball keeps giving. And I feel like if you love baseball, you know, there will be a day where you strap your cleats on for the last time, but there won't be a day that you're no longer involved. And I think that that's an amazing part of the baseball journey, you know, is that there's always something else to do. I mean, the three of us became umpires, and, you know, there's always some other thing to do in baseball so that it's not the end.
Well,
And
I'm transitioning to golf also, so.
Oh, you're gonna mess up your swing, Russ. What are you thinking?
Nah, I can do both.
Something tells me Russ is not going to go the umpire route. I don't know.
I've heard that. I've heard stories. I've heard stories. Okay, but
You know, I don't think I've ever, you know, not had a point at what I was arguing with the ump. So,
Of course.
I'm just a little louder than everyone else. That's the problem.
a little
My
bit.
voice, you know, it carries. So.
I always say to people, if you have a problem, if you have a problem with this, that's not a me thing, that's a you thing, because I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
I think that's the attitude for most umpires.
But you know, the reason we do all this is, you know, your teammates, you know, after the games, out in the parking lot, you know, just being with those guys and forgetting about all the world problems for 3 hours. Okay, when I go play baseball, I'm not thinking of anything else but baseball.
Yep.
I'm not thinking of when the cat got fed or when I have to do this or if I have to do that. Everything is gone for those 3 hours. And even after the game, when we're celebrating or bowing our heads because we lost, you know, we're still in the parking lot having a beer or two and enjoying each other for another hour before we got to go home. You know, it's that I'm going to miss the most. You know,
and kind of that theme, and kind of say something you said earlier, Russ, you were talking about the chemistry of the wolf pack, and you know, and when we started talking about the wolf pack and talking about you know, you quickly steered us into the fact that it's a team. And I'm wondering if that chemistry and that success of all these teams that you've been on, all these championships that you won, would you say that chemistry is an absolute must for these championships, all of them?
It is without a doubt probably 95% of why they win championships. You have to have a little luck too, Angie.
Oh, of course.
You have to have breaks. You got to get breaks. You got to make breaks. You know, you're in a situation where you got to get something done. We've bunted 2 and 3 times to win games just because we couldn't do anything else. So, you know, it's you know, it's all about chemistry. It's all about the people pulling for each other. Because when you have chemistry, you have people that want to play with each other, and they'll go into the you know, into the ditch with the other guy, and let's go. You know, I'm right behind you. You know, and you need that. And if you don't have that, you got guys that are egos. You got the egos in the dugout, and guys who are separate. You're not going to win championships that way. I've seen it.
Right.
I've seen it too many times. And we were down 14-1. I told this story, 14-1 in the second inning last year in the 60 and over Arizona World Series. Second inning, I got in the dugout and started yelling at people, started screaming, "It's not over. Let's go," with the loud as I could. Getting these guys, lighting the fire under their ass, whatever I could do, because that's what I do if I have to. I'm a cheerleader, I'm whatever it takes to get it going. Okay, and guess what? We do boom, bang. We battle back. We win the game 15-14 to take the ring. Right off their finger. And it was like the best comeback in MSBL championship history.
Wow.
And it takes people to dig down and trust each other and and
Mm-hmm.
and each do their own part
Mm-hmm.
to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, and how it snowballs. All of a
Yep.
sudden, things start happening, and then another pitcher comes in, and he can't throw
Mm-hmm.
strikes, and it just turned into that, and we just took advantage and kept it going, and
Well, confidence is contagious. And I
Hmm.
think that when, somebody on a team such as yourself, throwing out the Boston accent, that this isn't over, and you really just like
it's
get
never
in there.
over.
It's never
Never
over.
over.
But
That's right.
but really though, that's contagious, and everybody needs somebody like that in the dugout to get them off their asses, to stop putting their heads down. Like you said, it was the second inning. It is inning two. This is not nine. Let's go. Like,
No,
it's
the,
not
the
done
game
yet.
is young. The game is
Yep.
young, and I
Yep.
yell it out. And I mean, I've done this for 25 years. I've done it all my life.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it since high school. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? It's just the
Right.
way I am, and just I want to win. I want everybody to do the best they can. It's
Mm-hmm.
just. Plus, I don't want my father doing this. Okay, he stopped doing that after I got big. You know what I mean? So
It's funny that at your age, that's still something that sits with you to this day. Um,
everybody
yeah.
knows about it. All my friends. It's something that everyone laughs about, but it did. It bothered me beyond words. I would punch the water bottle when I seen that. I'd sit there and just in anger trying to do
Mhm.
better for him, which really wasn't right. It wasn't nice of him. It wasn't what you should do to your son. So don't do it to your kids, Angie. Okay.
So
I'm a child
that
psychologist, Russ. I'd be fucked.
Okay. So I mean, you don't want to see that stuff. I mean, people would
I'm
sit
kidding.
with him
I
in the
know.
stands. My
Yeah.
mother wouldn't go
Yeah.
to the games, so it was difficult. But he was always there. He never missed a game.
that
That's something, right?
Did
explains
that.
a
So
lot,
yeah, I mean,
actually.
Yeah.
Uh,
it did mean a lot. So
Yeah.
even though he did that, he was always there for me. So it meant something.
Mhm.
I
You
Mhm.
know.
agree. Our parents were. My dad was a lot of a lot of like that too. I think that just kind of the way we were raised compared to maybe today's society is
yes,
just a
very
far different
much.
cry. Yeah,
Oh,
like
that's old school stuff.
yeah,
That's just.
it really is.
Yeah.
And even some of the ways like Frank Carey and I mean Pete Wall and I went to Norwich, so they were
Yeah.
from a different breed. The guy, there's no
Oh,
way they'd
yeah.
be allowed to get away with half the stuff that we went through. 6 hour practices, never.
Yeah, it
No.
was
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
No.
there's
That
No.
was
no way.
something.
No. No.
I'll
It
never
was raining.
forget it.
We did slide drills. Like, we
We
still
were
practice.
sliding in the gym all the time.
Yep.
We'd throw
Hmm.
the powder down, and we'd be sliding. We used that gym for 2 or 3 of the 6 hours, doing all sorts of
Mhm.
drills in the gym.
Yeah.
So it was great because he was the AD and he was a gym teacher also. So he had control of the whole place. And
Nice.
we
That's
Get you
took
guys in
amazing.
advantage of
there.
it. We took advantage.
So
I
Russ,
love
you've
that.
been you've been inducted into the BNBL Hall, the ICL, then National Semi Pro, most recently with the Wolf Pack, which it's fantastic to get recognized by all these things, but does any of them mean more than the other or hold a more special place? Wolf
You
Pack
know,
top the list.
I think just being inducted, like you said, into Hall of Fame is special, no matter which one it was. But like I said, I think the biggest one was the Wolfpack because I've battled so long for 25 years and so hard to make this team, run the best it can. And obviously, Steve Wolf is the owner and operator. He's done way more than I have. I just bring the players and try to keep everyone together and going. And
That certainly seems to be a big part of it.
it is
Mhm.
it is a big part, and getting that award meant a lot to me. The other ones mean a ton to me also. I can't say that. So this one, I guess, just because it's been the 25 years and doing that, it hit me the hardest. So
Yeah.
Certainly doesn't surprise me seeing how you talk about your teammates even and how with Ronnie there. Like it's no shock, man. It really isn't.
yeah, Rodney was a great guy, and I mean, it's hard when players go down. I mean, Dave Benedict has been our shortstop for 12 years, and now he has brain cancer. I talked about this before. Awful, just
Awful.
terrible. We go to tournaments and he texts us and wishing he could be there, and it's just, and he's not going to get any better, and it's just, it's
Sucks.
terrible. And this guy, I'm in the trenches with him. I don't know. I wish I could do something that I can't. And I just, I got a guy on my wall up there, Jeff Fox, right up there. I got his shirt and his picture, and he died in COVID.
Right
These
after a
guys
game, too, right? It was like
58, right after a tournament, 2 weeks after a tournament.
Dude.
I was hugging him 3 days later. He's on a ventilator, and you never know. It's just.
Yep.
Let me say this from the depths of my soul. Fuck cancer.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I couldn't say it louder.
Yep.
If I could yell as loud as I could, it's terrible. And, you just got to live one day at a time and
Absolutely.
and love your family, love your pets, love everyone you got. Love baseball. Be glad you can play it and just be part of it, because we're blessed. No one realizes how blessed you are,
Yep.
to have friends that you can count on, all your teammates that you've had for years. And it's such a family. It's the best family I've ever had.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I know of anyone else that lives life to the fullest like you do, particularly with baseball specifically.
Baseball, I've
that's
taken
your
it-
outlet. That
Because they didn't come get me in Major League Draft, I took it to the fullest. Okay, I wanted to play every single game, and then guess what? I'm going to beat the Expros. I'm going to go beat them. Okay, I have that attitude. But
Yep.
Why not?
Yep.
I mean, that's why for 25 years we've played in the national division, the highest division, because I don't want to play anywhere else. I want to play against the best players in the country, and I want to see what we can do against them.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm there, and I'll never play in another division because I'm not interested in that. There's a lot of sandbagging teams that will run away from our division and go down and try to win rings in the lower divisions because they can't beat us, or they're afraid of us, or the teams we
I don't
play
blame
against.
them.
There's other teams too, Yonder. There's other teams that are just as good that have beaten us, and we've just been fortunate enough to stay on top when it
But
counts.
before you were Wolfpack, Russ, right? You were amateur baseball, Russ. And what was the transition like from high school to amateur ball for you? What did that look like when you first started?
Well, coming out of high school, I had a full boat to Eckerd, which I stupidly didn't take in Florida. I went to Mass Bay Community College and played 2 years there. And out of there, I went to the Intercity League. Out of college.
And how did you find out about it, or did you just know about it?
Playing ball against guys who were in the league and talked big about it. And then once I got into the league, that league was humming back then. I mean, it was dog eat dog, and it was a lot of great players and people who wanted to go pro and were trying. Everyone was. It was excellent, and I played there for a long time until I had my kids. And when I had my children, I had my wife, stay home. She worked at nights, and I would, we didn't want any daycare, so for 7 years I didn't play baseball. I played.
Wow.
I played some modified softball. I couldn't stand it.
I couldn't imagine you not playing.
Yeah.
It was
Right.
no, I was out of my mind. So when I came back and 30 and over baseball, I took it to the extreme. I was playing 120 games a year for 20 years. And I'm not lying. And that was after work. That's after being a painting contractor all day. And then I'm going to go, okay, I got a night game. I got another night game, and I'm driving, where you drive, Situate, Brockton. We were all, for years.
And I don't know how you guys did it before, like Waze and shit, and like GPS. Like I have no idea how you guys found all of these fields and
printed out
MapQuest.
maps.
But even before that,
MapQuest,
you just found them.
I mean, we did, and I'm plugging in my AirPods. Sorry.
That's okay.
So, you know, I mean, it was crazy driving 1 billion miles for 25 years of that. Just, you know,
It, it,
four
re- it rem-
teams
yeah.
and
But I was gonna say, it reminds me a little bit of Pete Rose when he said, I'd wear a gasoline suit through hell to play baseball. And I
and I
think that
did,
that's,
and
I
I
think that's
did,
what real ballers do.
and
And
I
those are the,
also
and those are the guys I want on my team. Honestly, I want the guys who want to play baseball so badly that they would do that.
I did, and you know, I left the kids a lot. You know, it's not easy. Say bye to Jess and Kyle. I got a game, and you got to go. And you
Mm.
know, we grew up down the Cape, playing down the Cape in the tournament. We take all the kids with us. You
Hmm.
know, there were 40 kids in the picture. They outnumbered us. You know,
Did any of
and
your kids play ball?
up to high school,
Yeah.
and then
Did they
there was
get to watch you?
there was a lot of red tape in high school around
Oh,
here, and it was terrible. So my
yeah.
son got tainted and he never played again, which was
Mm.
unfortunate. So,
Yeah.
but that's the way it is. And you know what? You really got to love the game. I don't think my kids love the game like I love the game. And you can't force your
Yeah.
kids
No. I've
to
tried.
play
You can't.
ball.
I tried.
Don't do it. You know, you
No, it
can't.
didn't work.
They got to love something. You give
They
them
do.
all the different sports, and maybe they
Yep.
love one more than another. You know, that's the only way you're going to find out.
Yep.
Because you can't just force. Hey, my grandson's going to be a baseball player, no matter what. I'm not going to do that to him.
Yeah.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right. Right.
You know what it takes. You see what it takes to drive around the country to play baseball, and you know, it's just
No.
it's a lot.
Russ,
You got to love it. So
Russ, let me ask you something regarding that, because the wife will tend to say to me, especially mine are a little younger, but I think a lot of times, like, they may not particularly like baseball because it takes me away because I'm gone. Because a lot of times I can't involve them, or if I can, a lot of our games are so late, where it's just not really the right
Yeah.
situation for me to bring them. Do you think part of that, could you relate with your son? Now, was it that, early on, kind of baseball, you were always away for it until it kind
well,
of got to an age where they could kind of play?
yeah. I mean, with all the sports that I did, and I took them skiing when they were 3 and 4. You know, I
Oh, I
taught them
love
to
that.
ski. You know, I took them everywhere. We took them to games. I took them to games,
Yeah.
and friends of mine would take them. There'd be kids in the dugout,
Yeah.
you know, and guys would take care of other guys' kids while they were
Yeah.
hitting,
Hmm.
you know,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and that's just the way it was. And, you
Yeah.
know, and not all the time, but sometimes you can't, you know, the wife's going, hey, I can't, you know, and you go, okay, I'll take them. And you take them with
Yeah.
you, you know, and
Right.
you got to share the responsibility because it was very difficult back then to play baseball and play on all those teams and everything. They were getting older, but still, it wasn't easy to leave them at night, even though, you know, they'd be going to bed and I'd be going to a game, you
Sure.
know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We lived
It,
that life for a while. I remember. And, it is tough, but, you do bring them to the day games that you can, and you bring
yeah,
them to the night games that you can, and maybe you leave early, or I would leave early because,
yeah.
Zach would still be playing. But I think, you keep saying the same thing, which is you have to love this game to want to play it, because baseball is hard. It's
Mm.
harder
No,
than I think any other sport personally. And you have to lose. You will lose more games than you will win, most often.
baseball is a sport you're going to fail in a lot.
Right. And you have to
And
love it.
you got to learn how to learn how to lose, learn
Yes.
how to
Yes.
handle that
Yes.
strikeout or that whatever you just did. You got to
Mm.
Hmm.
channel it and learn how to get better from it and try to do better the next time and do
Hmm.
something different. You know, it's
Mm. Learn
you
how to
find
make
it. You know,
adjustments.
exactly.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
adjust. If you don't adjust, then guess what? You do the same thing. You get some.
And
You
you
know,
and you have to
Yeah.
study. You have to study. You have to study swings. You have to study your own
and
swing. You
and
have
you
to,
know what? The kids
study.
learn that when they're at the games. Believe it
Hmm.
or not, some kids
Sure.
sit there and
Yeah.
they're learning what goes on in the dugout, what's going on in the field. You know, if
Mm.
they pay attention, they're like,
Mm.
Hmm.
you know, I kind of like this stuff. The kids kind of had fun, you know,
Yeah.
and they learned a lot, even though some of the things weren't good. You know, I mean, there's a lot of language barriers that shouldn't, you know,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
just the way it
Mommy,
was.
what
And the
does
kids,
conyo mean? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh man,
yeah.
yeah.
That's how I learned Spanish first.
Yeah.
All the bad words. Because I have 6 or 7 Spanish teammates and from all over, and
Yeah.
you learn very quickly all the bad words first. So,
We've had so many conversations about the different kinds of people you meet on a baseball team and how the love of baseball, the love of the game, the sportsmanship, whatever, it's international. And
absolutely.
you could be on a team with, a doctor, a lawyer, somebody from
Well,
every single country. It doesn't even matter. And
all
you're
that
all
stuff,
playing the same game. None of it matters.
all that stuff that what they are, a doctor, a painter, or whatever,
Yeah, it
it
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
even get brought up. It's not like,
No.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows what everyone does, but it's not like they don't care what they do.
Yeah,
It's not.
you're just 9 or 7
That's
or
correct.
like
You're
whatever.
part of the team. You're on the
Yeah.
baseball team.
Hmm.
This is who you are. You're the shortstop. You're the second
Right.
baseman.
Right.
And
Right.
it's pretty cool, to have
Yeah.
that and to be able to look forward to that after work. I used to think all day at work about just my game tonight. What am I going to do? How am I going to handle it? All day long I'm thinking this while I'm working, and
Yeah.
it got me through the day. It got me through the work day,
Hmm.
and it really helps to want to see my friends and want to be with them, and
Yeah.
it's easy. Let's say that it's easy to go to games for me.
Oh.
When it becomes uneasy, I
Hmm.
won't be playing baseball anymore. And hopefully that doesn't happen that way. I think it's more, my injuries and everything that's going to take me out of this game.
Father
Unfortunately,
time.
Yeah.
I'm 64 next month. And I've played
Beast.
baseball over 55 years.
That's awesome.
I think
That's awesome.
that's you know what? I've done way more than others, and I don't expect anybody to ever do what I've done because it's stupid.
But it's amazing. It's so I mean, and
Well,
I have a very different viewpoint than you guys, right? There wasn't a team for me when I wanted, when I got out of college and I played softball, but I didn't want to play softball. I wanted to play baseball again. There wasn't a team for me. And to see you guys get to play this game
no,
as,
that must have hurt.
as well, the pain, it's unreal. It's unreal. But
Yeah.
to watch you guys play, and I remember I used to drive home from games with Zach, and I'd be like, y'all get so mad and you swear, you yell. I'm like, you guys get to play the
Yeah,
best fucking game in the world.
but this is where we get to take out our frustration. We get to
I know.
channel it. We don't and not beat the kids up. You know
No,
what I mean?
but I'm a player too. No,
You're out here
I'm a player
whacking.
too.
Well, obviously, you've never seen me beat up
I've
a
seen you,
bat
Russ. Oh,
bag.
Russ, I've seen you.
People have seen me, so I take it out on the bat. I take it out on the field, and then when
Hmm.
I'm going home, it's gone. It's out of me.
Yeah.
It's
No,
it's
it's
like
true. It is
all
true.
my
I just,
frustration and all my
yeah.
anger,
Hmm.
I
Oh,
take
yeah.
it out on the field. And
Yep.
maybe that's why I was so good because I had so much anger. I don't know. You know what I mean? I would channel
That
I
it
would
mean,
like
explain a lot
that.
about Cal.
You know? So,
Baseball is baseball is therapy.
it is.
Baseball's it's a place, it's a home. It's a home that I think we all search for, and we only get to go back to it so many times. And
Well,
the fact that
that's why
you
I've
get
done
to
it.
do it. Yeah, I mean, and
You
the
know,
fact that you all get to do it every Sunday if you want to is amazing to me. And what a life, what a
yeah.
life to look back on. And the future is still in front of you. Who knows what that holds as well? But like, what a life to get to
yeah.
look back
It's
at.
another
It's
chapter in my
amazing.
life, Angie. I got another
Yeah,
chapter coming. That's all.
absolutely.
I know it
And
And I'm
helps
gonna
at
yeah,
least.
golf, and I'm gonna enjoy the grandkids, and
you're gonna have to
I'm
build a
gonna
bigger
play some more
garage though.
tournaments. No, actually,
Look at all
unfortunately,
those trophies.
I was
I
just
have to
gonna
sell
say,
this house.
Oh yeah, you said that you're gonna sell that house. That's right.
really,
All this stuff is going. I don't even know what I'm
really,
gonna do with it. I'm gonna burn it.
wow. Are you
It's
staying in
stuff
New
that no one
Hampshire
else will
or?
want. I'm not sure yet. Me and my
Yeah.
son will decide that what we're gonna
Yeah,
go.
do
Wow.
something. You gotta do
Wow.
something fun with all those though. Something
Yeah,
fun,
for
Yeah,
something
sure.
memorable.
I'll
Make
think
yeah,
of
make
something.
make a Christmas tree. I don't know, something that you
I've
can
got
take out
I've got
every year.
100 bats in the other garage. 100 bats. We're gonna burn them. I'm gonna burn a bunch of stuff. It's gonna be a good party. We're gonna have some people over and
I
burn
was just
some
gonna
bats and
say, I
stuff.
was just gonna talk about the garage, which is impressive, and I know people that
Yeah.
have been over to your house have talked about it. What's
This
going
is
on back there? Like, what is?
Wait a minute. This is a 30 by 40 garage.
Oh my God.
So
Well, it looks like a room. You won't even.
It is a room.
Uh,
I kept it open because someone can build another room,
Yeah.
another floor in it. They could make a house
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah, they could.
Or we could have a guy that likes to work on cars. You could have a garage in here. You could have lifts.
That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
You know, I mean, this garage could be anything. It's wide open. I just filled it up with all my memorabilia. You know,
Is there a loft up
stupid
there
stuff.
too?
There's a loft where all my screws and nails and everything I need for work that I could, my truck fits right in here. I pull
Oh,
my
that's
Jeep and my
perfect.
truck in here,
Amazing.
and I load up my truck from upstairs and go to work. So it's really nice to have.
Is that where you
awesome.
fix my bat? Russ
The
does an
bat's
amazing
right over
job.
there. It's
He
right over
fix-
here.
So if you have a broken bat, he works magic. It's
That's
unbelievable.
gonna
I
be
broke
part
my
of my retirement job. Will be fixing broken bats.
yeah.
Yeah.
I broke
Would
my
you
nice.
rather buy a bat for 160 or would you fix one for 40?
I
What,
mean,
It's
Like
just as good as
like
a
a hair-
game used
like-
bat.
Like a hairline crack? What would you do with it?
Anything but a broken in half bat I
Yeah.
can fix.
It's
Right?
amazing.
All right, I got one for
And
you.
I
then.
got a hit
Nice.
right as soon as
Bring
it was
it on.
fixed. I got a hit right away.
Yeah. Well, it's right over there waiting for you.
But what you do, you carve out and you just put
What
some
I
like
do-
strong glue in there,
You
right?
want me to give away my secrets, huh?
No.
I mean,
he
Is
works
it-
magic.
Is it legal?
I work magic on it, and it is legal. Yes. Very
Like you could
legal.
actually still use the bat, right? It doesn't make
Yeah,
it
I did.
like
He did it for me.
All went along. Steve Bissett, you out there? I know you're out there. We've been fixing bats and
come play with the
testing them.
Metro Sox.
Testing them. Paul Russo has one that he's used all year. I mean, you used it, Danny.
Yeah,
As long as you're
it's-
going to hit it on the
it's-
meat and not hit it off the end of the bat and break it again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
This bat is good as a new bat.
Oh, I looked right at you as
That's
soon as I got the
awesome.
hit on first base. I pointed to you. I was like,
Yeah, you got the hit.
Sick.
I just fixed his bat. He just got a hit. Line drive.
oh, and then I lost it. By the way, you have that bat still. I
No,
forgot
it's
it.
right here. It's right
Yeah.
over
Yeah, he's
here.
got it. He said, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, no, I won't point you. It's right over there.
Yeah, we
I'll give
believe
it
you.
to you, don't worry.
And by the way, I apologized already, but I'll apologize again for leaving our last game early. But I did want to get over and celebrate.
You know what?
My
You don't
first
have to
ever.
apologize because guess what? You deserve to be there.
Yes, he did.
And guess what? He had the Colyones, okay, to show up at our game. Okay, some other people didn't. I won't mention their name. Okay, but he showed up. We need him to catch. He caught for us, and he did the best he could to help us win that game.
To
And I
his
appreciate that, Dan. See, that's commitment. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of no commitment anymore in
Yeah,
baseball.
it's
The commitment's gone. So for you to celebrate after with your other team is great, because that's a huge accomplishment and you deserve to be over there, but
Yeah.
it was very nice of you to show up and play with us that night.
of course.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. So
What were you gonna
even
say?
though, we didn't
I
win
was-
the championship,
oh,
hey,
All I was gonna
Next
say
year.
was to the other guy's credit, like he was playing in that game as well too. Like
I understand.
it's a tough. That's a tough situation. I totally
what
get
I
it.
say to that is they would have won anyway. Okay. And we
all
need-
right, so,
we
so
needed
Russ,
him.
here was my.
We can't talk
all
about
right,
that.
here's my question though for you. Right, I'm playing devil's
We can't
advocate.
talk about
Right,
that.
would you have won had he been there?
Maybe it was 6-5.
I have to. I. So I
It's
have
a
to be
tough. You
honest.
play. It's the finals too of both series. Like
So
And
Cal
that's
did
why
it.
when I used to play multiple teams, this is the problem. You run into that every time where you have to pick a team. Where are you going to go? Okay, you're going to play with, it's like I got a final here and I got a final there, and I've done it in tournaments, and I'll be like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this to the teammates because it's
to
terrible.
his credit, it racked his head for like a good solid
Yeah,
couple of days. I know that.
Yeah, he asked me, and I told him
Oh.
to go. If I'm being honest, I told him to go to the Senators game because, how many more years does he have left in the 28 plus division?
I understand that, but
And-
he could have celebrated just like you with the team.
I think he probably would have gone to your game had he known he wasn't going to be playing. Not that we should keep going on about this, but
No, we shouldn't. But
I don't
anyway,
even know what the fuck you guys are talking about. So
That's
like,
good.
I'll just sit
That's
over
good.
here.
So anyway, the thing comes down to commitment. There's not a lot of commitment anymore with teams, and it's very hard to coach a team. You guys know you're coaching teams, all right? You're making lineups 2 and 3 times before the game starts.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
It's terrible. You got to have commitment. Back when we had commitment from everybody. When we played with the Middlesex Thunder and we played with the Senate, these teams, everybody showed up.
Red Sox.
And that's why we won.
Yeah.
That's why we won.
Yeah.
Because
But I
everybody's
wonder-
committed.
I wonder if, and it's no argument against that, because I do agree that there is some commitment issues that happen with baseball being a manager, and I've heard it. But I wonder if some of that has to do with the fact that so many people are on so many different teams in so many different leagues, because so many teams are spread thin and they need somebody to go over here. And if you don't come, then they have to forfeit. And so, it's like everybody. And so again, it is commitment, but everybody's, because I think that there are some people who won't play or who won't go to the game unless they're guaranteed, number 2 in the lineup.
That's
Or,
true.
you know what I mean? And the egos
I
get
think I talked
involved.
about the egos before, okay?
Yeah. But then I think that happens, right? So it's like, well, if I'm not batting 4th, I'm out. Or like, I'm not batting 3rd, I'm out. And then they go somewhere else.
A lot of guys are picking the game of the week. Which game's
Agree,
the best?
100%.
Sure.
Yes.
It's like,
yes.
what do you mean
yes.
you're going to that
yes.
game? Well, this one means this one's a better game. Or,
yeah.
it's like.
Yeah. Right. And you need to, what you were saying before, Russ, I think you need that commitment to build that chemistry that makes a winning team. And that's why I think a lot of those winning teams, those players are there. They're committed. They're going.
The Wolfpack wins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because every one of them, 25 guys, are one. We're in one guy.
Yeah. It's like a hive mind. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And I've never been a part of something like that. I've been on teams, like the Metro Red Sox, like the Middlesex Thunder. We've had a lot of championships. And you gel and you're there and everyone's committed. And that's when you win. Concord
I agree with
Senators.
that.
I was up there for 12 years every year. Everybody was there, everybody committed. And we killed teams because everybody was there,
And not just the Senators, but also the Metro Red Sox. So yeah. As soon as you and the core of the guys left, no one really hung out after the games anymore. That was one of the
that's part of the game. That's part of the whole.
That's a huge part of the game.
Chemistry and all that.
If no one's hanging out and no one's getting to talk and know each other.
Yep.
It's going to be
You're
a
not
problem.
growing. Yep.
Yep.
No, it's going to be
I used to say that to Zach. So like, I'm not the perfect baseball wife, but I am. And I used to say that to Zach all the time. I'd be like, no, hang out with the team. I'll see you when you get home. Like, that's what you need to do in order to be a better team, is to chill and to hang and to just enjoy one another's company.
She's the same way.
She
knows
to.
what I'm doing. She's been to many of my games. She sees it. She sees how we hang out and we gel and we do this. And
it's so important.
She's all for it, and she's all for me being happy and doing what I want to do. So that's what saves marriages,
And men, to be honest with you, we don't talk enough about men's mental health, and we don't need to take the podcast sideways, but we don't talk enough about men's mental health. And I think what baseball does, what I've seen the MSBL community do for multiple players, is connect them with brothers who will pick up the phone if they're calling because they're hurting, who will pick up the phone if they're calling because they're drunk and they can't drive home, who will pick up the phone just because they need somebody to talk to. Sure. And then they get to go play a game on top of it with their brothers. Like, it is
a baseball
so
community.
helpful.
That's what you're talking about. That's a team.
Yeah. It's family.
I've done that.
It's family.
I've driven many guys home. I don't drink a lot, so I'd be a designated driver. It doesn't matter to me. And these guys have a good time, and I drive them home, and I'd have a few beers, and I'd end up throwing up, and someone would take me home. And it's just the way it is. It's just awesome.
Hey, come pick me up. The cops just pulled me over. Yeah.
Happens all the time.
I think I've made a couple of those calls to Gib before.
No.
But speaking of the Red Sox, which Gib and I now run.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, we should be thanking Mouse for that, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and Steve Wolf told me, he said, "Don't take over the team. Don't do it. You're not. You're not going to want to do it." And I'm like, And I'm like, no, I'm doing it. And believe me, I found out.
Yeah.
I found out because you're taking $1,500 out of your own pocket because no one wants to pay you. You're collecting money. You're doing the line. You know how it is. It's miserable. It's terrible if you don't have commitment and guys paying you up front before it even starts. We had teams up front paid for, done before we even started.
Yeah.
It makes things so much easier.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely changing. I see it. When I was first started, when you guys first started, I was seeing it. I'm like, I can't believe this. I don't know.
See, Russ, we're missing a big part of that. We kind of tiptoed around it, but it really, a lot of these other big points kind of boils down to leadership and kind of who's running the ship too. Like, in order for you to kind of buy in and get this too, it's like the right guy has to be, calling the shots too, to get those
girl.
guys or girl.
Or girl.
Yes, or girl.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
absolutely. No, absolutely.
No, I'm just messing with you.
But
I
I'm sure it's a big part of why, you and Wolf have had the success that you guys have, because there's guys that want to play for him and like playing for him, because he's bringing X, Y, and Z to the table,
He's
and
bringing it
and having some other teams, right? Yeah, sure, that can help defray some of those early stresses, like, having being able to front money or whatever and pull a permit.
Well, he puts a lot of money into the team too.
Sure.
These teams that we play against are paid teams.
Yeah.
I don't get paid. I don't. I take care of my own trip because if I do bad, I want it on my dime. I don't want it anyone else's time. I'm not going to listen to this and you should have done better and blah blah blah. But half that team is paid for.
Yeah, I've heard that
hotels, cars, the transportation. I mean, these Puerto Rican guys don't get, over here just on their own.
Sure.
But is it worth it just for another trophy? I mean, paying these guys.
You know what? This is what he likes to do. He enjoys it. He's part of it. We're all in. Me and him are all in. We got all these guys from over all these years. I mean, it's just so much fun.
It's a fine line, though, how much do I want to pay, and then how much are other guys going to help defray some of these costs?
Yeah, and it's like,
I get it.
Are they just there because they're getting paid, or
it's different? I mean, in tournament teams, you got to get commitment from people, and to get commitment, you got to have flights, hotel, everything's got to be locked in months and months in advance.
Right.
Not like it's going to happen in 3 weeks. It happened 6 months ago. To get this team, 25 guys to Arizona, or we just took a trip to Taiwan.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
8 hours to LA and then 14 hours to Taiwan. And when we got off the plane, we put our suitcases in the hotel and we went
and played right away, right? Yeah.
Wow,
right away.
get out. That's crazy.
I hit a double and I was on second base and I couldn't catch my breath the rest of the game. And I'm not kidding. I was like, it was like so hot and miserable there.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, it was something. But for him to organize things like that, with 15 or 18 guys and bring them that far, it's just incredible. And we've been there. We won a gold medal. We won gold medal in New Zealand. We won a gold medal in Cleveland. So we've been around and won a lot of different tournaments. So
it's awesome.
They've won so much that he literally forgot about one of his championships, which he told me about earlier today. I forgot the list one.
But I have a question.
Yeah.
So we've been talking a lot about championships and winning, which I think is wonderful. But have you figured out a way to lose and be okay? So the games that you lose, and I guess there are different levels to losing, right? There are definitely the games where it's like we were going to lose that anyways because they were just stacked. But has losing become an art form, and have you been able to kind of figure that out?
or figure out how not to.
No, but I mean, I think you have to lose with grace. And I think for you to
I
not hate
do.
this game where you lose more often than you win, I mean, maybe not in your case, Russ, but in general, right? That you have to learn how to lose with humility, but also a grace of, you know what, that was the game today.
Oh,
And we
that's
Angie,
lost, but we're going to learn from it.
clearly Russ. Anytime he strikes out or doesn't get a hit, calmly just walks back to the dugout.
Okay, so I'll take that as a no. I'll take it as a no. Fine.
no, Angie, we've been in 75 finals.
That's
crazy.
insane. That's insane.
We've won 49 rings.
That's
We've been
insane.
in 75 finals. I've
Yeah.
learned how to be in second place. You know, and no one remembers second place. Nobody. That ring was like, here's the ring, and ninth inning, there it goes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
lose the game. And I've
Literally,
been
yeah.
in more of those games that have meant so much to me, and I've just been in the dugout either crying or upset or, you know, I can't believe this happened. And like I said, all year I think about that.
Yeah.
All
And
year I
have you
train, I hit, I do whatever I got to do. And when I do it, I think about losing. And I
Yeah.
don't want to lose again. And when we get back to that point again, we're going to do something different. Or I'm going to do the whole, you know, the whole team thinks that way. It's not just me.
Mm-hmm.
When I look down that dugout and after we've lost, every one of us is thinking about why we've lost and what we're going to do the next time or train or whatever we have to do to beat that team. We just lost.
Thanks, Mike.
And I think, right, that's what I mean, because I think and I think that we could dig into this deeper some other time, but I think I learned so much from the times that I've lost, right? The things that I didn't do well, or the things that I just didn't have my foot in the right position, or I released the ball way too early because I didn't take a pause like I need to, or, you know, and I've learned so much from those mistakes that when I was coaching for a little bit there, I kind of was trying to teach my girls, like, the losers are gonna,
Whoa.
What happened?
I think my earphones just quit on me.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's okay. I think we can hear ourselves too now.
Echoing.
Oh, no.
Hold on. That's okay. We'll figure it out.
Why don't you just rejoin?
Okay,
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Yeah, rejoin.
talk in
Perfect.
the meantime.
We can bring it back on, but I guess what I was trying to say is,
He's got
don't
an
you
iPhone
think
6,
that
people. iPhone 6.
And I get what you're saying. You know what I think the biggest difference is with all that is
Tell me.
the opportunity to get back to another finals or another, like, get to that point again is in and of itself so hard. Like, so
I guess
the
that, no, and I hear
opportunity for
that,
that
yeah.
to repeatedly
any
come
better?
up and have a chance.
That's better, yeah. Get you
Yeah,
that
no,
right.
and I guess I hear that, but I think that, you know, if you're gonna love this game the
There you
way
go.
that, you know, this game deserves to be loved,
There you
right?
go.
Yeah.
That losing, well, it's not what we want to happen, right? We play to win. We all play to win. We've always played to win. We play hard. We get pissed when we lose. But when you do think about it, when you have those afterthoughts about the game, has there been a shift in your thought process when it comes to losses, or do you still take them as deeply as you did maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago?
I don't think that'll ever change in my mind. I take losses the same every time. You know, I mean, you learn from your loss in all different ways. You know, and like you said, when you're facing an opponent that's killing you and you know you're going to lose, you know, even then, like I said, when we were down 14-1, I'm not giving up. I'm never going to give up until it's over, and that's just in me, and that's just the way I am. But it's just, there's no way I'm giving up. You know, a lot of other guys do. You know, it depends. You know, the Wolfpack, they'll never give up.
So do you think that's what keeps your flame burning? Kind of that, like that feeling?
I think what keeps my flame burning is the guys.
Oh, yeah.
Just being with all those guys and respecting every one of them and what they do and how they do it, and just to be part of that family is that'll keep me going as long as the Wolfpack goes. You know, and I can physically play, and I don't know what's going to happen. I can't. You know, Steve Wolf is the ultimate decision maker. So when the train pulls away and no one's on it, he said, that'll be the time. So we'll see.
How old is Steve now? He's got to be getting up there.
He's my age, same age. He's 63, going on 64.
Is he still playing? Or is he mostly just managed?
He plays. He plays. Play outfield. He'll pinch run because he can fly. He can still run for his age. He runs very well. So speed is everything at our age. So he still gets in. He doesn't. He puts other players in front of himself. He always has. The talent level is so big on the team that it's not a matter of if he's going to start or not, or certain people. Everybody gets their playing time whenever they can, and he makes sure people get in and get their amount of playing time. He does a great job that way.
That's not easy.
So
not easy at all.
I've heard mixed things about some of these tournaments about how they're run, and I know they've been going on for a long time. But is there anything you would change about these? I've never really been to any. I would love to do it once. I know I played down in Canada with Gibb many years ago, Olympic Stadium, back my 18+ days, which was awesome.
Yeah. Good time.
But what's your thought on these tournaments just in general? And is there anything you would change about the tournaments and how they're run? Because I've heard mixed things.
Siegler's done a great job running the tournaments.
Steve Siegler's president.
He's the president, and he has many guys underneath him that run tournaments also. And the only thing that I see has changed is I think it's become more of a money thing to them.
Yeah.
It's all about the money, and they used to give away cleats, they used to give away gloves, they used to give away, just for coming to the tournament. You'd pay your fee, and then everyone gets a glove or a cleats, or if you win, you get this or something. They're giving away jackets, beautiful stuff, and that has changed a lot.
Not anymore.
Now you're lucky to get a T-shirt and a hat.
Right.
If it weren't for it being a ring tournament, then the prizes really don't mean anything to anybody,
Right. So I'm still confused. So there's a ring tournament, and then there's a trophy tournament. So you either win.
Well, there's ring tournaments are called ring tournaments because obviously they give a ring. There's
out rings.
only three of those a year now. One's in Puerto Rico, one's in Arizona, and one's in Florida.
Yeah.
But a lot of these other tournaments now are becoming ring tournaments. The one I went to at Myrtle Beach, I never been to before. That's why I went with Yonder Travelers. I won a ring there because they give away a ring, but it's a different ring. It's like a ring. They got 1,000 of them, and they give you a ring.
Yeah.
Everyone's got the same ring.
Yeah.
In the Arizona, you go get sized. You can put $1,000 into that ring if you want to.
Oh wow.
It's all up to you what you put into that ring. And they're beautiful rings. And everyone's different. Most of them I get the Wolfpack emblem. Everybody get that. So we change every year because we've been getting so many.
So what do your frequent flyer miles look like? Do you just get automatic upgrades? Like they see you coming and they're like, oh, give Russ the front row. Like, what does that look like for you? That's got to be crazy travel.
I don't travel that much. You might think I travel a lot, but I use it towards other trips, or I'll bring I brought my wife out to Arizona for 4 days. We went to Sedona and up to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, nice.
It was beautiful, in between. So, I'll use it that way. I'll use it just towards my trips because every trip's 1,500 to 2,000.
Yeah.
Easily.
And does your wife love baseball as much as you, or she just loves and supports you? No, okay.
I don't think there's many people in the world.
She likes that I'm happy about doing what I do.
Sure.
She likes to see me happy that way, obviously.
Yeah.
She tries to get into sports, and I take her golfing, and she does a great job. She's into everything that I do, so she's great. She tries, even though she don't like it or don't know about it. She tries to ask about it and figure out what's going on. So it's good in that manner, So she's a trooper.
I love that.
So, and I know you had a pretty bad experience on the plane. You told the story in the last
You're not going to make
podcast.
me tell that story, are you?
Did you try the Wade Boggs challenge? You did, didn't you?
No, I don't drink. I get seasick because I have a weak stomach.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
it was a flight that went through a lot of turbulence, a couple thunderstorms, and
Oof.
and Linda was with me, and it wasn't pretty because we come down, we had a layover. We come down through a thunderstorm. I was coming out of my seat, probably 3 inches out of my seat with the seatbelt on.
God, I would lose it.
So everyone's rocking and rolling, and when we got on the ground, I looked at her. I said, I'm going to throw up any minute. So, and these bags aren't big enough to hold me here, these little bags.
Right.
So we get off the plane, we have to run to our connection, which is taking off in 45 minutes and going back up through that storm.
Oh no.
So I'm looking at her going, I can't get on this plane. I don't think I could do it. And finally, I just sucked it up and got on the plane, and we went up, and this thing's shaking just like the other one. And it's throwing me around and throwing me around. Finally, I was time to throw up, and I got up, and the woman comes and said, "You got to sit down." I threw her out of the way, and I went into the bathroom and locked the door, and I'm trying to throw up, and I'm being bounced all over the walls.
Oh
and
my
I'm throwing up
I'm getting dizzy
all
just thinking
over
about it.
all over the place, throwing up so violently that my eyes roll back and I pass out.
Oh my God, Russ.
On the floor, I'm in there locked in for the flight, and Linda's wondering what's going on.
What?
And they're still rocking and rolling. And I was in there for an hour and 25 minutes. They landed and broke the door open and got me out, put me on a stretcher and took me out of the plane in front of everybody. I was dehydrated. I went to Parkland Medical Center. It was
Oh
a
my God.
bad experience.
Zachary would have no bones left in his hands. I would crush his hands. I would freak out. Oh my goodness.
I would have passed out.
So, I don't like flying, and to do all the flying that I've done is amazing because I pay for it for at least 6 hours when I land. I'm a mess.
Yeah.
They make drugs
Really?
for that. Just take an Ambien.
Oh, I've tried. I hate flying too. And
I can't sleep on a plane, and
me neither.
Believe me, I've taken pills to sleep, and it's difficult.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it doesn't
Doesn't
make you
work.
sleep. It just does. You just don't care if you're dying. Like,
I don't know, Jim. I don't know what you're
Ring on
taking, but I
fire.
never took anything like that. But
it worked.
oh god.
So,
my goodness.
That was a story I didn't really want to tell, but hey, it was.
But here we are, and you lived through it, and you're never going to do that again.
Well, I'll never fly
We'll
through a
just say that.
thunderstorm again. I should have never got on that plane. I should have just got a hotel for the night or whatever, and what was the next day? I don't know, whatever. Bad move.
That is a story.
Bad move. That's one in a million stories.
Let's move to a better one.
Yeah. So this is a good one. So I know, I think Gib was talking about some of the players that go and play in these tournaments, and there are a lot, or maybe not a lot, but some former major league players or even semi-pro players. And I know you had the chance to bat against Roger Clemens, and I'll show the video in a second. But if you want to lead us up to that, I know it was.
That was.
It wasn't the first time you faced him either, right?
We knew we were going to face him months in advance, and there were people on the internet saying, this guy Roger Clemens is going to strike out 23 or 25 batters you got coming in there.
Talking shit.
So he started talking. Yeah, they were talking shit about it. And I was like, you know what? We got a pretty good team, and I'm afraid that there's going to be some hits. People are going to get hits off them. We'll see. And went back and forth. And next thing you know, I said, we're going to rip Roger Clemens' tits and blah blah blah. And,
yes.
And the guys, it was back and forth thing. And to get up and face him, I was so in tune to that at bat because I knew I was going to be facing him. And a lot of guys were striking out. Mouse got a first hit to right. He hit one in between second and first. He got the first hit of the game, and that kind of made people feel better because,
I could do this.
Roger, he's throwing 87.
He was still bringing it. Yeah, he was still bringing it, right?
He's throwing sliders. He's throwing splitters. I seen every pitch. I fouled off 11 pitches.
That's awesome.
I was up for 6
11.
minutes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
6 minutes I was up, and it was
Hell
like
of an at bat, kid.
every pitch I was so in tune to, and he was kicking the rubber. He's going, I'm getting sick of this piece of shit. I'm gonna just. And the last pitch, I knew he was just trying to blow it by me.
And this is what happened. Yeah.
Go ahead, you can show it.
And this is on YouTube, by the way. If you search
Russ
Russ Ward
versus Roger Clemens.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
Get out of here.
listen to the sound of that.
the sound. You can just hear it. You can hear it
And
right off
I
the
know
bat.
we made fun of the cameraman last time because
Well,
that was
he got
the end of the
excited.
video.
He dropped the camera. So.
And
Yeah.
now- go ahead.
No.
Now
was,
it
it was
looked like
quite
it
an
went out,
attack.
right? Yeah, that was
Huh?
all.
Yeah.
It looked like it, and you could tell that story, and we could end it there, and no one would
You
know.
seen where it went? It was 380 to left center.
I
That's
saw
where
it.
went.
It did not get out, but
No, it was caught at the fence.
Oh.
it was caught.
Tell you the
Oh.
truth. I love to tell
Oh.
people that I hit a home run off Roger Clemens.
But that was a bomb.
I did not, and Roger didn't even acknowledge me for the hit.
Of course not.
Didn't look
Of
at
course
me.
not,
Didn't,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it sounded so good when I
The
watched it
sound.
again and turned it up.
Right?
And there was about
Oh, yeah.
1,800 people in the stands watching, and everyone went, "Oh!" You know, it's like it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Yeah.
he got that on film because,
Russ,
you know,
I would have made that sound my ringtone for my phone.
Oh, 100%, right?
it
Thwack.
felt better than it
Thwack.
sounded. How about
It
that?
sounded in
Oh, I
in
bet.
Moneyball.
Mm.
I
Remember that
bet.
sound of Moneyball when Brad?
Yeah, well, that feeling you
hears
don't
that
get,
sound.
you don't feel it. It just,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Pureness.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
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 It's a good
Yep.
story to tell.
That's a great one.
And wasn't that story? Remember that story Tom Cruise told? Was it Roger Clemens? I guess before the game, they were trying to get him to sign some autographs for some kids, some charity.
Oh,
whatever.
no, that was me telling you. I think he was charging $5 to sign an autograph for little kids.
Yeah. but
No,
there was
and
another
Tom
story
had
that-
told us this story too, and I
Yeah.
think it was
Oh.
Roger Clemens as well, and he was like,
and
lost
the
his
umpire,
respect.
and then the umpire, somehow the umpire was involved. It was maybe a charity that he was related to and whatever.
Yeah,
and-
it was
and-
a charity.
And Clemens wanted money for it. Meanwhile, some other player that they asked did it with no problem. And then I think the first 3 balls he threw were right down the middle, and the umpire called them all balls. Because,
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
as
Yeah.
umpires, you know all about that, right? What we
but,
do.
I mean, Tom's told the story a lot better, but
Yeah.
I think it was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. I
No,
heard he's
Roger
kind of an ass.
isn't such a great guy.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
That's all.
Sometimes you don't want to meet your heroes, and that's fine. They can live in a different bubble.
It's okay. Those are the egos you don't want in your dugout.
100%.
So,
Yeah.
you have a lot of nice comments in the comment section. Which
For
you'll have
sure.
You'll have to check
Oh,
out.
yeah?
Russ is the one of my favorite teammates of all time, Huey.
Huey, that's nice. Oh, that's
yeah.
cool. I feel
And,
sorry for Huey. Boy, Huey.
Oh,
One of the
man.
best pitchers around, and you get operated on. See, things happen, that can change your whole career.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I pitched all my life and played short all my life. And in 2008, I had a rotator cuff, labrum, and bicep tendon done all at once, which the guy looked at me and said, "You're never, ever pitching again. You're done." And I was like crying, like I'm going to pitch.
Oh.
Again. I did pitch again.
You sure did.
I pitched, yeah, and I don't pitch a lot, and I'll have shoulder replacement, which is next, and I really don't want to pitch, but you got Todd yelling at you, "You gotta pitch. We need you to pitch this quick." Whatever.
He pitched at Jim. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was
in the finals.
no one wanted to pitch, so I had to take the rock.
Yeah, he pitched to Jim.
The lefty wasn't available, huh?
No, Sammy was suspended. No, he was.
It was
Sammy
no,
got-
it was Mike Hinojosa had a
Oh,
ump a
that's
game.
right. That's right.
He
right,
umped
yeah.
a game instead of pitching the
Yeah.
semifinal
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
So, and
Mike.
it was the day before. No one knew who's going to pitch. Oh my God, we got no one to pitch. And I just said, "All right, just give me the ball." And
Yeah, I had to
I
throw.
just,
that year.
I get pitcher in my mind because I'm a pitcher. I don't throw hard anymore, but I know how to pitch. And just getting those guys off balance all the time, keeping them, throwing their helmets and stuff. It was a fun time. I can tell you that. Watching, people getting pissed because I was changing it up too much.
Yeah, he pitched fantastic.
You caught fantastic. It was a catcher.
Well, you made it easy. You made it easy.
Russ, would you
That's
rather
always fun.
pitch or play short?
Ooh,
Pitching is the best position on the field.
Ah, no.
really?
I mean, pitcher and catcher. I
You
love
guys are all
shortstop.
wrong.
Believe me, I love short. But I like to be in control of the game too. And that's when you pitch, you
I
can be in
don't need that
control of
much
the game.
control. Yeah.
Well, I mean, certain people could keep it, keep it under control. But I love to pitch. I love short. I love them both. I like to pitch because it's just, I felt like I could be
Do more.
controlling of the game.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about catching. I couldn't pitch. I couldn't get the speed, but I loved catching.
If you have a good pitcher and catcher combination, you don't even have to throw the sign. He's throwing the sign before you're thinking about it. Boom, boom, and that really makes a big difference when you get a catcher that knows how to call a game.
Rich Cabral, he was a pitcher.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yes, he
shaking
was.
people off and timeout. You can't have that stuff. It's like
Agreed. Yeah.
you got to be in sync with each other and.
Yeah. Flow.
Just playing baseball is my favorite part. How about that? No matter where I am on the field.
Amen.
Hands down.
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
And over time, that's what happens. You go from pitching and playing short to playing third to playing second to playing first to DHing to EHing to having someone run for you to being a line
Coaching
share.
third.
I mean, it's just
It's
getting to the point where I'm not into the game as much as I used to be because I'm not doing as much as I used to. And that hurts me. It hurts inside.
Yeah.
It hurts to know what I could do, and because of my injury, I can't get out there because I get this other guy in there because, I got a knee problem for the last 3 years. I need a new knee right now.
Yeah,
I've been
how many
taking
surgeries?
shots. Been taking shots every 3 months just to get through. And I can't get a knee until I get Medicare, which is 1 year from now.
No.
Wow.
So,
How many
that's just the
surgeries
way
have
it
you had?
goes. Huh?
How many surgeries have you had?
8.
8 surgeries. Wow.
And you're still climbing ladders every day too?
Yes. This will be my last year. Hopefully I can retire next year and not climb any ladders. And I don't know what it's going to entail with my knee. I can't ruin a new knee. I'm not going to, I've been operating on this knee to play more, and I've ruined it again. And now I'm taking shots, and the shots are deteriorating my bone, so I can only do so much.
Right.
It's funny. Rich said that. He said you're a lot nicer to the umpires these days, which is funny because, the three of us being umpires now, which I never thought would be the case in a million years. But you've obviously had your fair share of run-ins with umpires over your career.
Oh, my God, so many. I've had so many. One more word. One more word. And that's the word. Go on. You know what I mean?
And I've actually
had a guy. Listen
I had a
to
lot of
this.
those.
Yeah.
I had a guy throw me out for whistling
Yeah.
in North Andover.
Yeah.
You must have pissed him off.
We were, I whistle a lot during the game, blah, blah, blah. And he made a bad call. I whistle. He goes, hey, one more whistle and you're gone.
Weren't we in Weymouth too? What was the one in Weymouth?
Oh, I don't know about that.
At Libby?
Russ, do you remember?
Libby?
Yeah, at Libby. One
Yeah.
night, wasn't it something like that too?
Yeah.
Like you and Cal were chirping, and they tossed you or something.
Yeah,
And then
me
you,
Cal
but
were
then you
yelling at each
whistled.
other. No, they threw Cal out, not me. They threw Cal out. Well, I got thrown out for whistling. Yes, the guy goes, one more whistle, and I whistled, and he threw me out, and everyone on the bench was going, "Oh my!" We've never seen that. It's like people when I get thrown out, people have never seen this stuff before. It's like I've never seen that one before. It's like I'm up in Maine. I'm up in Maine in a tournament. I'm late to the game. I just get there. I'm tired. I'm batting third. I get up. I put 1 foot in the box. I'm getting ready, and the ump goes, "Get your foot in the box. Get in the box." And I kind of looked at him and went, "Just give me a minute. I'm going to get in the." He said, "Get in the box now, or you're gone."
He threw you?
He threw me out because I didn't get in the box.
Love
My
it.
coach come running over, screaming at the guy. I'm like, and this is a tournament, right? So they throw me out of the game, and they have to vote me back in, all the teams, to play the next game because there was something about if you get thrown out, you can't play the rest of the tournament. Right?
Wow.
So I'm at the next game. Everyone, they voted me in, and I'm at the plate, and the umpire goes, "We've heard about you." He goes, one bad word out of you, and you're gone. This is what he's saying to me. I don't even know the guy. I go, huh? I go, so I get up and I'm hitting, and I hit a deep fly to left center. It's caught. And I go, son of a bitch. He goes, that's the word. You're gone. And he threw me out of the game. Two games in a row, I got thrown out.
What? Wow.
This is the stuff that happens to me that I just can't explain.
That's wild.
So I mean, and then they look, the coach going, what happened? I go, you ain't going to believe what happened. This is what I said. This is what he said. They go, no way, that couldn't have happened. So I guess, you get a bad reputation.
Even in our championship game, someone made a remark from our bench, and the umpire on the bases was like, Russ, that's enough. And you're like, I'm on second base.
It wasn't even me. Exactly. They think it's me. I'm okay. Hey, I'm over here.
What is that? That video? Is it not? It's oh my God, who was it when they were in who's Aaron Boone? When the guy it was Hunter was behind the thing, right? And he's like, one more word, and the guy behind him said something.
Yeah.
He's like, it wasn't even me. It wasn't even me.
I don't know. That's just the way it is with umps. And, since high school, I've always been if someone makes a call that made the game, the decision of the game, or something very important, and it was wrong, and I was on the right side, I would argue until, they just about throw me out. I got to the point where I knew how to talk to him up until he was just about throwing me out, and then I'd back off. You know what I mean? And
so he just knew you were mad, and then that.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I was pretty good at that for a while.
Well, you got to make a point, and that's the way I would make a point, and sometimes it wasn't right, sometimes it was,
Yeah.
In the heat of the moment, you know how it is,
Yeah, you think everything's
for sure.
You're right. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So that's the way baseball is, and you get heated and you do things that you don't want to do, but some people are worse than others. That's all,
Some voices just travel a little.
Well, my voice travels. My voice. It's the loudest in the league. And I can't help it because I grew up with my three brothers, and if you weren't heard at the table, you didn't eat. You know what I mean? I grew up in a loud environment.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of opponents, because we played against each other for many years. I think we almost even fought at one point, and then we became teammates. And I learned that loudness and aggressiveness is just your competitiveness. It's trying to.
Not. Yeah. It's people take it the wrong way a lot.
Yes.
This guy's too. He's loud. Dude, shut your mouth up. But I'm doing things for the team. I'm trying to, and if I'm loud doing it, that's just the way it is, And
you have a beautiful.
A lot of the time,
I understand.
I get so into the game, and I say, I just try to get everybody to perform the best they can, And if it's yelling in someone's face to get them to do it, I'll do it. You know what I mean? It's whatever it takes to. Someone yelled at me. I've been yelled at a million times. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, fair.
By the way, speaking of retirement, congratulations to Rich Cabral. He's been commenting. I know he just retired from
one of the best
police force.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah,
absolutely.
Way to go, Rich.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service, buddy.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Not from umpiring. He's still umpiring, but
one of the best though. He deserves retirement.
He's a great guy. Yep.
Indeed.
Yep.
Congrats, Richie.
Always following us, the Wolfpack, all the time. He was one of them. So we appreciate that. And I loved playing when he was gumping. It was always fun.
Yeah, and his twin brother Mike used to ump. I would always get them wrong. I'd
all
say, "Hey,
time.
Mike." He's like, "No, it's Rich." I say, "Hey, Rich." No, it's Mike. Never
Back
once.
in the Intercity League and everything, we got them a lot. It was fun. A lot of fun.
Yep. So I know you've had a ton of different moments, championships, et cetera, et cetera. If you had to think of one moment in particular that you're proud of, or that maybe you always think back to in your career? And maybe there's a couple of moments. Any that come to mind?
I had a pretty special year one year where I played 156 games
Wow.
and played on, I think it was, how many championships? You got it written in front of you. I think it was
91, was it?
I don't have my glasses on.
It's a lot.
But one year I had 11, I think it was 11 championships. Is that right?
Wow.
Played on, I can't get it right. I'm sorry, I got to put my glasses on for a second so I can.
11, I think, was the rings that you had. Oh no, 11 was Metro in the BMBL. You had 10 with the Red Sox, 1 with the Senators. This is how many championships he's won, by the way. He has to go to his notes.
He doesn't know.
No, it's the truth. It's
Oh, I know
crazy.
it's the truth.
I don't know, I get very confused when all the tournaments are starting to run into each other and,
Yeah, I imagine. I
Took
have
us
one.
an hour.
I
Took
have
us
one.
an hour to read your bio.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. I mean, you must have the most championships of anybody in amateur baseball, like in the country, in the world. Like,
I know a lot
That's
of people
gotta
who
be up
play.
there.
There's a lot of guys who have more rings than me. A lot of ex-pros that are still playing up.
you should be in the Guinness. You should call Guinness the Guinness Book of World Records. Guaranteed.
I mean, games played, possibly.
You know what? I can't even count the games played. I couldn't even imagine. Some of these guys say, I won 300 games pitching, and it's like, I've never really counted how many games I've won pitching. Or,
Yeah.
and the games played, tens of thousands.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, just
Easy.
yeah.
I can't even imagine. I never really try to compile that, but just all the stuff that I've written down and gone over, and
It's impressive, man.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
I'm not tooting my horn. I did this for the love of the game. I didn't even think of this stuff.
Right.
It comes, when you play hard and you do things right, and good things happen and you get lucky. So, like I said, there's a lot of luck involved too. A ton of luck. That year I played 156 games and won 8 championships. It wasn't 11, it was 8. 8 championships on
Just 8.
Yeah, it was
8.
an unbelievable year.
It's wonderful.
And then I went down to Florida and I played in the Fall Classic and I was the MVP of the tournament. That was 2008. That's the year I had a really good year. It was one of my better years. So if I think
you have so many memories.
Yeah,
so many.
There's a million of them, and that's a tough question to ask. I just went back on my best year that I had, but
Yeah.
so many good memories.
I'm sure there's a memory from each year, each season that you could easily just pick out as being phenomenal.
But it's getting tougher and tougher as I get older because they're running into each other. There's guys I played with that haven't played in years that I missed.
Yeah.
And I go back and think about those years and when we were first started and it was all Boston guys and we're battling guys the paid players and all this. And it was a lot of fun and a lot of good memories and a lot of, like you said, losing and just bitterness on.
You know
it's
what?
not
Russ?
over.
I felt that a lot more than winning. Think about that. A lot more.
Yeah.
So,
You know what? Seeing the amount of guys who have been commenting and the amount of guys who speak real highly of you, though, Russ, I mean, you're one of their guys are saying you're one of their best teammates and stuff. It's really a testament to who you are, too. The winning fun is part, sure, but just hearing how highly your teammates speak of you, man, I don't think I could ask for anything better. That's what I always strive to be.
Make me cry. Don't make me cry, Gibby.
I'm not trying to, but I think that's really what we all want to be is a good teammate to each other, and yeah, I hope we want to win, but just to hear what the guys are saying, man,
That makes me feel good. And you know, I do anything for my guys. You know that. All you guys. You know, I die for all you. You know, I love playing. I love being with all you guys. You know, I'm gonna miss it like you can't believe when it happens, and it's coming, guys. It's coming. Unfortunately, for me, it's coming, and you know, I'll golf and I'll do other things, but guess what? There will never ever be anything like this, ever,
Don't we all know it?
Hell of a run, regardless.
ever. And you're right. I've given it my all. I've given it 120% for as long as I could. So
Good example, man.
we'll
You're a
see
good
what
example
happens.
to us.
Thanks. I hope other people play as long, you know, because it's not easy to do, man. It's tough to answer the bell every day when I got to go climb that ladder Monday morning after playing Sunday or whenever, Monday night, and, you know, boom, boom, boom. The next morning, getting up and going to work is like, wow. And it gets worse and worse and worse. So,
And yeah, I mean,
enjoy it while you're young.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
and people who don't play the game, you know, they'll make fun of you or say, "What are you doing? Still playing baseball at your age?" Blah blah blah. They'll never
those people
understand.
are idiots. How's that?
Yeah.
People are idiots.
I always tell them I'm trying to be a kid. Just trying to be a kid.
I'll always be a kid.
Yeah.
Even playing any sport I play. I go miniature golf and I'm a kid.
Well, I don't know about golf. Miniature golf, maybe. Golf, I don't know.
Miniature
I feel
golf, I'm a kid, but golf,
Yeah.
golf is a very difficult sport.
Yes.
Very.
My grandfather
difficult.
was a pro golf player, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
It takes
Oh, wow.
everything, and that ball isn't moving like what we hit. This ball's sitting there, and you can't hit it where you want to hit it. So it's a tough sport. I've learned to like it a lot, but I don't take it serious. I just like being out there. I like being, you know, the courses are beautiful. It's nice to be out and relaxing. And if I start taking it serious, that's when, you know, guys are slamming clubs and they're pissed off. And I didn't. We're amateurs. People expect to go out and up the par every hole. You know what I mean?
Apparently you're allowed on the golf course.
You're lucky to
too.
get a bogey or a double bogey, okay? So,
I know, right?
just try to
God.
enjoy it, you know?
You're even allowed on the golf course, apparently.
Breaking news, golf cart in Salem, New Hampshire explodes.
Yeah, there are a few people looking at me on the golf course.
Yeah.
You're passionate. I love it.
They'll
Love
learn.
it.
Yeah, whatever. That's okay. I don't care.
Well, Russ, you're an inspiration. I'm glad we got to win a championship together a couple years ago.
Gibby, I'm sorry we haven't.
It's all right, man.
I should have stayed another year or two.
You should have.
I wasn't helping you guys out in any way, I don't think.
Yes, you were.
I don't think so.
Just having you on the bench, cheering your teammates on.
By cheerleading might have helped.
Yes.
For sure. But you guys will do fine. I'm sure you'll come to fruition soon.
I hope so.
Send us some guys, will you?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
We need some pitching.
Everybody needs pitching.
Everybody needs pitching.
Everybody, yeah. What about Angie? Can you pitch?
Pitch? No.
No pitching?
I'm a catcher.
Oh, well, everybody needs a catcher, too.
Well, you remember I tried pitching for us in the 45 plus a couple years ago because we had nobody else, and I couldn't wipe my own ass for a month.
It's not easy. People think it's easy, you know, to throw strikes. It's not easy.
No.
Yeah, I used to be able to.
I could pitch a softball. I can pitch a softball. I could not pitch a baseball.
Yeah.
Just such a different mechanic.
Absolutely. You got to have good mechanics and be able to throw strikes.
So we almost, I almost forgot. But our final question, we've been asking this to all of our guests.
Our new segment.
Yeah.
Good job, D.
Kind of putting you on the spot a little bit with this, but we are curious to know if you had to give a starting nine. So, you know, best player at each position, dead or alive, in the MLB.
Oh boy, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I know it's.
Gut reactions are the best.
Yeah,
That's what we
first
want.
thought, best thought.
Because you've also grown up.
We'll start with the outfield. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Ted Williams, Mickey Mantle, and Hank Aaron.
Oof.
I like,
Those are my three.
Wow.
That is solid.
Yep. Sure
Solid
is.
3. Okay. Third base. Chipper Jones.
Ooh, good.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, I like that.
Shortstop would be Ozzie Smith.
That's what. That's
Another good one.
That's.
Okay.
Second base would be Jackie Robinson.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot he played second. Yeah.
We've had a couple people say that.
Yep.
First base, Lou Gehrig.
Yep. That's what I have.
Yep.
Pitching, I'd have Sandy Koufax.
Nice pick.
Good one.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
And catching, I would have Ivan Rodriguez.
That's who I got. Love
Okay,
it.
okay.
I
How's
love
that
it.
for a starting nine?
That's
I
great.
got
We need and a
lumber
DH
right there.
DH and a closer.
DH?
Yes.
and a closer. Yep.
My DH would be Big Poppy.
That's what I was gonna say. You
Yeah.
know, Big Poppy.
Big Poppy. And what else we need?
Closer.
Closing
A closer?
pitcher.
Mariano Rivera.
Yeah.
I was just gonna start singing "Enter Sandman."
Yeah.
That would be my closer.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a solid list.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
Not bad?
Yeah. That is
Oh,
not
yeah.
bad.
They
Yeah.
might win
That's
a few
not bad.
games.
Yeah.
Who was your like favorite player growing up?
You know, I before I answer that, it was I wanted Roberto Clemente in there too.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
But
I'm
I
gonna do an
could-
honorable mention.
Yeah. And what was the question again?
If there any players that you enjoyed watching growing up.
Oh, I played wiffle ball all the time. We would be everybody. You know what I mean? We'd be the whole lineup. I would be the Milwaukee Brewers, way back when, and all these Cecil Cooper and those guys and
Sorry, do their batting stances and
yeah,
whatever.
we would copy everything they did, and it was so much fun.
Yep.
We'd be out there all day playing wiffle ball, copying guys, and
Oh yeah.
I can't say that I had a favorite team.
Really? So you weren't like a Red Sox fan?
No, because of what they did back then to us, My parents and they'd always lose.
You were smart.
We'd be pissed off, and
Yeah.
like,
You were smart.
So I never really became a major league fan, to tell you the truth.
Wow.
I liked going to the Red Sox game, watching them, but I've never, never really become a fan of
the team. Yeah.
like a favorite, like.
Yeah.
Wow, that's surprising.
Because I didn't want to be disappointed, I guess.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know.
No, you
Tough
grew up
question.
in New Hampshire, right? I mean, do you think part of it was because you weren't closer to Boston?
I grew up in North Reading,
Oh, that's right.
so
Yeah,
I was
so
only,
you were
I was only
close.
30
Yeah.
miles
Yeah,
north
no
of Boston.
kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Right here.
Yeah, I wasn't far from Boston, so I love the Red Sox, but I
Yeah, right.
just didn't want to get devastated like people would.
Yeah.
I
No.
seen people, and I seen
it would
the
have saved me some tears.
Mhm.
if I had
reaction
done that.
and everything. It's just like, man, I
Yeah.
can't go through that. I got enough in my own baseball. Never mind them. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Some tears and probably some fights as well.
oh yeah.
Good for you. Yeah, we never learned that one.
Yeah, at an early age, he learned that. That's
No.
I'll tell you a story. I was in the Fever Pitch movie. We were.
Oh, you were?
We were
Like an extra?
specialty extras. We were baseball players. So one night I was an umpire. One night I was a Red Sox. One night I was a Yankee.
I remember
right?
that. Guys
So
from
the night we
NBL.
had to be Yankees. So we dressed in Yankees uniform and we had to walk across the bridge
I remember
into
that.
Fenway, into the park. And we're walking up and all these people are yelling, "Who are you bums? Who the hell are you guys?" We all
Which is
had
perfect
Yankee
for the-
uniforms. We looked like a team walking in. And
Yeah,
when we got so much shit, they were all over us, right? I never felt so bad being in a uniform in my life.
Oh my
I
God.
get into Fenway and we're at the backstop and there's a bunch of little kids behind the backstop and I go up to them, they're screaming at us, "Yankees suck, you guys suck." Ah. I go, "If you could be in a movie and you had to be a Yankee, would you do it?" And the kid goes, "No, you suck." I was like, oh my God. I felt so.
Oh my God.
Now I know how Yankees feel when they're in
Parents.
Boston,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It was crazy.
It's a choice to be a Yankees fan though. So I don't.
Well, yeah.
I
So
don't.
it was fun being all three, and going through the movie.
That's awesome.
That was a good
I
experience.
remember that. I remember that.
Although I worked all day, we go in at night, we'd be laying on the cement ground, waiting for our parts to come up. And
So did you make it in the movie?
I was in the movie. I'm in 3 different parts.
Really?
Johnny Collins was at second base when she ran by him. If you
wow.
slow it down, you can see us. You have to really slow down the film.
Oh, that's
to
so
see
fun.
us.
Because I thought they filmed that in a real game. Like they actually had her run through.
Well, they had the fans there. It was crazy. The place was when they did that scene. They did it in a live game.
Right, that's what I thought.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. It was. I don't know if it was after the game or before. I can't remember. But they had the live people there and Johnny Damon. They had this guy doing Johnny Damon, his part. He was all week. He's doing
Johnny
getting ready to
Damon
go
has
out there,
to kick
and
his
Damon
ass.
comes in and taps him on the shoulder and says, "Move aside."
Yeah.
And the poor guy didn't get the part, and Johnny Damon. It was like, the
Oh
poor
my
guy.
goodness.
Yeah,
That's
but
funny.
it was a lot of fun to see a movie being made and being part of it and dressing up and.
It's funny because we were just literally talking last night about
This is like
baseball.
the perfect segue.
Yeah, like baseball movies.
We're gonna have to use it.
Yeah, we are going to have an episode.
We're
talking
good.
about
On movies.
We're gonna have an episode
Baseball
about
movies.
baseball movies, and
that'd be great.
we have some really fun ideas. So stay tuned because we're gonna do some fun things. That
A League of Their Own. That was one of the better ones.
That's Angie's movie. That's the
My
top
movie.
grossing movie.
yeah,
That was-
it is the top grossing baseball movie of all time.
Who do you play for?
Evelyn,
Who do you
Evelyn,
play for? I'm a peach.
who do you play?
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie. So that'll be
Best
fun.
yet.
Good for you guys.
So Angie knows someone that was in that movie, and we're trying to have her on the show
Yep.
soon.
Awesome.
So, yep,
Because women's
we're gonna-
baseball is growing, like you said. Women's baseball.
it's
here it
coming
comes.
back, and I'm excited. And I was born, 20 years too early, but that's okay. I'm here for it now.
Well, that's
20 years
awesome.
too late? 20 years too early? I don't know. 20 years too early.
That's awesome. Don't ever give
Yeah.
up.
No, I love it.
That's great.
Never will. Yeah.
But Russ, thank you so much.
Thanks, Russ.
And it's
Thank
time
you
for a new
guys for
phone,
having me.
by
I
the way.
appreciate it, man. I
iPhone
really
6.
appreciate
I don't
it.
No, this is great
iPhone
episode.
6.
Well, I hope I helped out.
You did.
Hell yeah,
You
man.
did great.
Yeah.
This was great.
Thank you very much for having me.
We
Thank
could talk
you.
for hours.
It's great.
And
to
yes,
see
For
you
all my
guys.
teammates and everything, I love you all right? All you guys.
And
We love
congratulations
you
on the
back.
grandbabies. Enjoy
I
the
can't wait.
snuggles. Oh, me neither. My kids are still young.
Yeah, well, you'll see. My kids are 35 now, so
Oh.
I'm 36. So
Papa Russ? Is that what they call you?
Yeah, what are they going to
Papa
call you?
Russ.
What's your name?
Papa
What?
Russ.
Papa Russ.
Papa Russ. Yeah. I'm
That's
old
awesome.
now.
These are my
It's all
kids.
over, kids.
I had a professor in college who made her grandkids call her Hottie.
Oh, really?
That was, so her name was Hottie.
Well, made her feel good, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever works.
do what you
Each
got to
their
do.
own.
You guys all
Well,
gonna pick your own names.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Nana. I had a Nana and a Papa. I'm definitely taking Nana.
Yeah.
But I got
that's
years to I got decades to go before that happens.
good. Yeah. Well, it'll be here
hope.
before you even know it. Because this whole thing, my whole career was like,
I know. It's true. It's true.
Wild.
we're talking about all this stuff I've done, and it's just, I can't believe I've done all this stuff. And that's how much I loved it. It went by that fast, all that stuff, and
I mean, you can never look
the
back and say
memories.
you wish you did more because
Yeah.
That's for
We're
sure.
different. Like,
Yeah.
so amazing.
never enough.
What a great career.
Never enough. That's
Never
right.
enough.
Yeah, never enough.
I hear you.
we're going to win another one
Yeah.
next season, Russ.
All right. Well, we better hurry up and get it done.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Or I'll be
sir.
All right, Russ.
I'll be cheerleading inside.
You'll be there no matter what.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
you.
Russ.
This was
Thanks,
a wonderful
Russ.
episode. Thank you for your time.
My
Appreciate
pleasure.
you.
Anytime. See you guys later.
See you, Russ. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Good
See ya.
night. Russ Ward, ladies and gentlemen. He's
What
the
a great
man.
episode.
He's one of a kind.
One of a kind. Wow. The story, whew,
One of my favorite teammates.
just listening to those stories, guys. I don't know about you, but it makes me all sorts of nostalgic myself.
Oh man, he had us crying on the last podcast he was on.
I know you guys had moments. You had a moment.
Very emotional.
Well, I think about, every October, and I don't know about you guys, and I'm really not being ridiculous here, but every October I go through like this like post-season depression, right? Where I'm just like, what do now? It's over and I don't know what to do until the next season, and nothing fills that void. And we were talking about it before, like I watch old games and I'll put
Thank
old
you,
games
Paul.
on in the background. I just can't imagine, I think, where I can and I can't imagine where Russ is kind of at right now, this kind of crux that he has to kind of figure out for himself, because you don't want it to be over.
Yeah, and you can see him wrestling with it a little bit.
Because
I
I
would
don't
too. You
want to bring
don't
up
want
the
to
whole
give it up.
retirement
No.
thing. And he
No.
texted me saying that, it might be
Yeah.
close. So.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he's
But-
got a few more years left.
But there's this like saying when you become like a parent, Gib, I don't know if you've heard this, right? But like there's going to be one day where you pick up your kids for the last time, right? And that
Right.
just always breaks my fucking heart, because I told that to my kids. So even still, they'd be like, Mom, you got to try to pick me up, right? Because we got to make sure we can still do this. It's not happening anymore. But I think about the last time you put those cleats on, right? Like I remember the last college game I put my cleats on. I remember the last high school game I put my cleats on. Like I remember those games, but to put those cleats on for the last time ever.
Yeah.
I don't even want to think about it. It makes me nauseous, But to really be there, but to have the career that Russ gets to look back on. I mean, if it's going to be the last time, like
I'm serious. We should get him in the Guinness Book of World Record. Like, there's no way anyone else has more championships than he does in amateur baseball.
It's an impressive list.
I mean,
man.
I
no way.
would hazard a guess that there's nobody who's played as much baseball as he has. What do you say, 120 games a year?
Yeah.
For how many years?
53.
I mean, I'm no mathematician, but that's thousands. Like that's insane.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking baseball.
Certainly up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, guys, I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm excited for next week, and I'm excited to do more.
Yep. So, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify.
Give us all the love.
It's probably going to be our last live show, maybe. Like I said earlier, if you're watching, we're going to be pre-recording, I think, our episodes going forward. And we'll have to pick a day when we show them. It could be a random day. It could be a specific day. Who knows?
Okay.
But we got some things in the works.
But we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're a baby podcast. We're gonna start walking soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to get
That's
our
all.
legs
Yeah.
before we can start running.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
But
Exactly.
we
But we're
appreciate
appreciative to all of the people. Oh, Jinx.
all the comments.
You owe me a Coke.
Jinx.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
No tag
appreciate all the
backs.
people, all the comments. Speaking of which, there's a yellow 1975 Beetle on my street that parks on my street every day.
Punch
And I
buggy.
have to tell my kids every day, you cannot punch each other every single day. So it's over now. Stop
So
it
they
every
actually
single
know.
day.
They actually know what
They
that is.
keep doing
Punch
that
buggy.
one?
Well, yeah, because I punched them the first day we
Oh.
saw it. I was like, boom, boom. And then they were like, what the fuck? I'm like, ah.
But I
And
thought
then
you had to say
I
it. Didn't you have
explained
to
it.
say punch
Yeah.
buggy? And,
Punch buggy yellow, no back seats.
Yeah.
And they were like, what are you talking about? And I was like,
Yeah.
punch buggy
and now,
yellow.
And that's what we're saying to them when they say whatever they say, 6, 7.
6, 7.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Can't wait for that to die.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, anyways, but now they punch each other every day. So
Yeah.
it's a good
Nice.
tradition over here.
Brotherly
Nice
love.
job, Ma.
Yep.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep.
Wrap it up, Mom.
Wrap it up.
I've taught them that already. So
There you go. There you go.
on that note,
Stick to the
Sometimes
basics.
twice. All right, guys. Great episode as usual.
all right, guys, absolutely.
And yeah, thanks for tuning in. And we'll see
Happy
you
Monday
guys
night.
next week. Happy
Happy
Monday.
Monday. Yeah, see you next week.
All right. Peace.